go on to the comments.
Nothing.
There it is.
Right.
Good
There
evening.
we are live.
Right, hello, folks. So,
Hello, Carl. Hello, Chris.
Hello, mate. Carl, Weggy, Kenny.
Yeah, so what's happening then? Apart from nothing.
Shit happens, same day.
Yeah.
I went shopping
absolutely.
today. I went out the house.
Just turning the background music down. A little bit of Van Halen. Fuck, I couldn't even think about who it was to be honest. Van Halen. Hot for Teacher. We'll remember that video, mate.
Yeah. Hey, didn't Eddie Van Halen die recently?
Yes,
Was it Eddie?
it was Eddie Van Halen, mate. Eddie Van Halen,
Yeah.
the guitarist.
I thought he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Fucking
Unfortunately.
one of my favourite tracks is Jump.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest album they had, actually, over all those years, I think. Anyway, you gentlemen, you good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well as can be expected, really. Pissed off about losing it. Well, not losing it.
Well,
Delayed
so-
fucking laptop deliveries.
Oh, mate, no, of course. Yeah, we'll discuss that another time.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Hermes, mate. Terrible, terrible.
They're all
A lot of
the same
companies, a lot of-
as well.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of companies now they're refusing to use Hermes because they're that fucking bad, you know.
Oh, it's
But,
fucking piss take.
Yeah, it is what it is, mate.
Yeah.
But
So,
anyway, bike-wise, we've done absolutely solid. We'll get again, so it's another week of
yeah,
Russell
I've only
Ware
looked-
availability.
I've only looked at mine once this week.
Are you really?
Yeah, just opened up the garage, made sure the heating was still working, and shut it back down again.
Mate, I do. We're talking more bikes. We're talking more bikes all the time, you know. And obviously, you know, we're all looking forward to sort of getting back on the road. Obviously, you know, we're trying to be optimistic with bits and pieces, you know. And obviously, we're looking at other sites locally and listening to other people as to what they're planning to do, what they might possibly be able to do. But while we're in this situation, you know, the year is going to. I think from what we've been hearing, the earliest of any possibility of any movement whatsoever will probably be around July time at the very earliest. I would have thought now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been saying since about November time that this lockdown's going to end at Easter. So he's just extended it till, was it the 8th of March or something stupid like that?
Yeah.
It's not going to be, I mean, schools go back then, assuming he doesn't extend it anymore. Easter's only a couple of weeks after that, so he'll extend it till fucking Easter because then he gets a free couple of weeks on the end, doesn't he? So that's a bit of a get out for him.
Yeah, you might be right, mate. I mean, that's to say, I mean, obviously the next port of call, while we're just on the subject, I suppose we'll be going back into some sort of tier system, you know, obviously, which I can see really panning out for months on end. But I mean, even if we go back into a tier system, obviously using common sense, at least we'll be able to hop on the motorcycles, you know, and ride at least. You know, if it's on your
do
road,
a little bit. Yeah.
You know, so
I've kind of got it. I've got it kind of penciled up in the head at the moment that May Bank Holiday will be the first real time we can probably go out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, mate. You know,
it's a decent ride anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think it'd be just nice for people to feel the freedom of being able to hop on the motorcycles without being, you know, feeling like you're doing something wrong. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all doing the cars and you're doing your shopping, this, that, and the other. But nobody effectively is riding motorcycles because they can. The only reason that most people are using bikes, if they are having to use bikes, is to go to work and back. But there again, most people have put them in the garage, mate. They've let them settle. They're on charge, and they're just going to wait for the season to kick off, I suppose. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I shall take it out every, I don't know, week, 10 days, weather permitting. I don't plan on riding it in the snow or the ice. Not that I'm scared. I just don't want to damage it at the moment.
No.
I mean, I rode the other one because I actually got a video of me riding it in minus 15 degrees
Really?
snow, ice, and frozen cow shit. Yeah, and what normally took me 15, 20 minutes took me an hour and a half.
Fucking hell. Cow shit's bad enough, mate, when it ain't frozen, let alone have
Yeah,
slippery bloody pants.
that was oh man, that was like fucking proper slippery.
Yeah.
And every time I see somebody, they're all fucking waving at me. Stop! Don't go any further. There's ice up the road.
I don't know,
Fuck off. Get on with
anyway,
it.
I suppose we ought to say hello to Madam over there, Stitch. Good evening, Stitch.
Oh, yeah. Good evening, madam.
Good evening, Stitch. Evening. Hello.
Thank you. Because say, not like you normally to be quiet, is it?
No, not really. No, I don't have enough.
That's what.
Say what you said. Yeah, I'll say good evening to Gordon. GB
Yeah,
Model,
Gordon. And nice.
Hello,
Yeah.
mate. How you doing? And of course, Mr. Kenny Stardom Middleditch, who is now, his picture is now top of the Suffolk Crew page.
Yeah, I
with
see
our,
that.
our good friend Richie Collins. So, Kenny, if you haven't seen it already, right, you are at the top of the Suffolk Crew page, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the juniors picture, isn't it?
That is the junior. Yeah, the junior. That's like junior kickstart, really, isn't it? With a couple of you know, they're probably couple of riding around on little TY80s. You know,
that's it. Kenny and Peter Purvis are about the same age, aren't they?
105.
Mm.
No, Kenny's. I can't give his age away, but Kenny's still young and fit. You ask neither.
That's all that matters. You're only as old as the woman you feel.
Exactly. Yeah. And she's about 28.
Like I say, you just hope and pray she's not older than you.
Well, exactly. Do you know where we live? That's the problem.
Yeah.
Doesn't know where I live.
I can't be detrimental, of course. Lovely couple. Anyway, Kenny, like I say, mate, you are top of the group page. If you haven't seen it, have a look, mate.
He wants to know why.
I'll be up there for a day or two. Why? Yeah, but why?
Well, why
what
not?
do you mean, why? Because you're part of the Suffolk Crew, mate. Rich, same as Richie Collins. You're established. You know what I'm saying? You're part of the furniture. And that's why you're up there. Don't question it. Just enjoy it. Yeah?
Yeah. That's your 15 minutes of fame, Kenny.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I'll give him a couple of days.
Hey, what's with these fucking pictures of you with fucking blonde hair and lipstick and...
mate, I'll tell you what it was, right?
It's these fucking filters again, isn't it?
Mate, that's bloody filters. You're sitting there minding your own business on the end of a table, right? So supposedly I was in a miserable mood that night, and of course the camera came out. As I passed on the pictures, I thought, that don't bother me, mate. I thought I'll stick a few pictures up for a laugh, and obviously that's created a bit of a laugh. So happy days.
Best way, isn't it?
Me with a BI, we don't give a shit, do we, boy? You know, we're worried.
It's all part of having fun, isn't it?
Didn't it? Yes, dear. I put a smile on somebody's face, didn't it? Yes. Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, well, I sort of laugh, mate. You know, I mean, Christ, that's like some of these filters. I mean, you've got the filters on Messenger, which are sort of, they're okay, but then, you know, we get told about these filters that are on that Snapchat and stuff like that. Now, to be fair, some of them are quite comical, especially the video ones where they change your voice pattern and put a stupid great smile on your face. You've seen them ones, haven't you?
I ain't played. I've seen the like the ones that they bring out at Christmas, so you can put pictures of your mates in the elves, and they're all singing fucking silly Christmas songs and that.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. I've just seen a post down the bottom, man. Don't show that, Carl. That's not very nice, is it?
Oh, right. I won't then.
All right. Cheers, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. I don't know why. I was just one of them fucking miserable moods for some reason. And so the camera came out and just sort of started taking some silly ass pictures.
Mate, we all have them, mate. We all have
do,
miserable moods, and it's whatever gets you out of it, gets you out of it.
Yeah, of course, mate. No, it's just, I think, to be honest with you, mate, it's just one of those days, you know. I think, you know, we're all in this lockdown. I mean, now we're all busy, right? That's great. So, you know, so getting out and about to you, even a little trip to B&Q's or Screwfix is great. It's like a trip to Scagness. That's crazy. You know, you sort of really enjoy yourself. Of course, you're speaking to people, and you're just doing the silliest of things to amuse yourself.
Yeah,
you know, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, over the last probably 10, 12 years, I've really calmed down. I wouldn't say I had anger issues, but if something kicked me off, then fucking hell, just stand out of the way, let me finish it, and then we can move on.
Yeah, I know.
But these last month, 6 weeks, I can feel the old anger building up inside, and I'm thinking, just some cunt come and knock at the door that I don't want.
Yeah, I know, mate. You try not to. I mean, as we get older, we supposedly meant to
Get a bit more sensible.
quiet down. And I suppose in a lot of ways we do, you know. I mean, to be fair, I mean, I can be out in the car and I'm pretty relaxed. And if someone pull out on me, I'm sort of, you know, even then, I think unless you actually hit me car, I might not sort of make even a gesture. Somebody else might, mind you, but me personally, I just don't. Whereas if I'm on my bike, funnily enough, that's a different bag of nails because you know the danger. If someone's stupid enough to pull out on me on the bike, that's a different story altogether. But the car,
Well, you ain't got the cage around you then, have you?
no, exactly, mate. You know, I've already been there once last year, so I don't fancy it again. But generally speaking, I'm so relaxed, I'm pulling backwards in it. You know. Whereas Stitch is a completely different bag of nails, mate. I mean, you've got cannons, machine guns, machetes, right? Of the obvious finger, you've got a violent pair of flips, right? But of course, you love customers on the road, you know that, don't you? Mate, it just amuses me, mate. I can get quite volatile, actually, to be honest. You know?
Yeah.
That's why Dobby's always saying because he worry about old Stitch, you know. Old Dobby, he thinks she's dangerous.
It's all right. She can keep the 45 Magnum in the back.
Well, you know, mate, exactly. I mean, yeah. Where is Dobby tonight anyway? Oh, of course, yeah. He's on
the sidelines, mate.
Dobby's chilling out. Isn't he?
Yeah, he is there. He's just said good evening.
Hello, Dobby. How are you, mate? Actually, to put a smile on your face, get yourself on here, boy. Let's have a laugh.
Yeah.
He said his head wasn't in it tonight.
Where is his head?
I don't know.
Under his arm. Under his arm, like one of them spooks.
Yeah.
He'd be like Wurzel Gummidge with a big fucking turnip under his arm.
Actually, he used to look like Wurzel Gummidge, didn't he, old Dobby? To be fair.
He's got his teaching head on today.
Yes, mate, yeah.
Or his weighing head.
He's probably had a busy old day. He's probably had a busy day and had a fight with a cabbage, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, anyway, biking-wise, I believe I've seen on the Suffolk Crew Triumph have just released information on the 2021 new Street Triple, if I'm right in saying.
Yeah, that's the new 1200, isn't it?
That's the 1200cc, is it? I haven't actually probably had a look at it, Chris.
I think it is. It's I think it's the same engine that they've got in the 1200 Scrambler and the Explorer.
Really?
Yeah, might have got slightly different cams and stuff like that, but essentially the same engine.
Yeah, but is it? So what's the actual bike itself? Is it still a? Because I mean, obviously you got the Street Triple, which was originally the 675, wasn't it? And then it went up to. I don't know too much about the mid-range Triumph. So did they go up to a 775 or something? Carl?
No.
Or 765?
No, the only thing I took any notes.
Yeah, it went up somewhere like that. I'm just trying to fucking find it.
Yeah.
Well
I'm trying to think, yeah, because I mean, I know they upped the cubes on the original 675, which to be fair is probably Triumph's biggest seller. Anyway,
I think they did that when it went into the Motor 2 bike.
Yeah. Let's have a look here.
Yeah, Speed Triple 1200 RS.
1200. What's that? Is that? I can't. Is it? As a triple? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Brilliant. I'm a 1200 triple engine. Lovely. Lovely. I mean, the 675 is no slouch, is it? They haven't all had.
No, that's.
I mean, you've had a Triumph triple anyway yourself, Chris, haven't you?
Oh yes.
The 1050i.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it would fucking stay with most sports bikes up to a ton.
Yeah, sorry, they're talky old lumber. I tell you what, they don't sound sweet, do they? I know another guy.
When you put a decent exhaust on it.
Yeah, I think it's another guy in the crew. Richard Knowles. He's got a. I think he's got the 1050i. And I'll tell you what, I think we did, if I'm right in saying, we've done the run up to Sheffield, possibly. And Richard was with us. I'm sure that was Richard. And I'll tell you what, that bike sounded absolutely beautiful. Absolutely
yeah, they do.
beautiful, you know.
If you remember, when we did the original Jurassic run,
Yeah.
the best sounding bike I felt on that whole run was Ninja Nelly's.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
And that was the triple. That was the
was,
955 speed triple.
That was the 955, wasn't it? It was the red one, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if Ninja Nelly still got it. I was going to yeah, of course.
He's got the 1050 speed triple now.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
I
think he's got a GPZ as well.
Yeah, he's got a GPZ 900R.
Yeah.
If I'm right.
I think he might have even got an LC 250 or 350.
Yeah. I spent quite a while because obviously Carl knows him as well.
Yeah, I've not spoke with Neil for ages. So if you're watching, Neil, get in touch, mate.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I know he's on Facebook and that, on Neil, but
yeah,
because we once, let's go back a few years now. I mean, I know you were on it, and I think there might have been Carl on there as well. We had one of the hangouts, and that was one of the idiot collective hangouts that I put up.
Yeah,
and Nelly was on there, and that's when you could have all these little things like putting the hats on you and the mask and the big nose.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, silly sound effects, if I remember rightly, as well. Bells ringing.
Yeah, like the
tumbleweed and sheep and fucking
hands clapping, crowd clapping, and all that sort of
stuff.
That
was it. Crowd clapping. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
good old days.
Like to see. I don't know how many people are watching, Carl. I can't really see, but I mean,
5. Only 6 million, mate. 6 million.
Really great. That's fantastic. I'd like to see some questions come up from the guys who are watching. To be fair,
yeah,
bike related or crew related or whatever related. To be honest, apart from COVID, because we've had enough of COVID. We want to talk.
Yeah.
I'll even switch the news off now. I'll switch the news off. I have a brief catch up, and if I don't like what I see, I'll quickly switch the BBC News off on my phone and go straight to crew stuff or whatever. You know. I don't get what the news anymore. Too fucking depressing.
I never watch the news.
Website.
Yeah, I think we've all had enough, mate. Haven't we? We've totally had enough of it now.
Definitely.
Excuse me.
I found the news in this house.
Yeah, that is absolutely. The news has been banned. No news in this house. Nothing. Old news, new news, daily news, weekly news, even. You know. Absolutely no news, Carl. Nothing.
Sounds like my house. I fucking hate it. I don't have newspapers, watch the news, listen to the news.
Oh, boy, it's Andy, Suffolk Andy's watching, mate. Hello, Andy, boy.
Oh, of course, yeah. He's got silly shift on, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's working. Did he say he's working till
6:30? Yeah.
So it's just a good evening, Andy, boy.
Yeah, that's going to be a cold one out there, Andy.
I don't know. Do you know what? Temperature-wise, it's not been too bad of late. We went for a patch, didn't we? Where it's all right, heavy frost.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Well, we had snow at the weekend.
We had about 6 inches. Do you know, funnily enough, it's 11 degrees now. That's the warmest it's been for the last week.
That's funny, mate. It hasn't felt really cold outside. But the trouble is, I suppose, where we do spend a lot of time inside now, even if it's quite warm outside, you tend to feel that chill. You know, it's crazy, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
But is anybody on the comments and that? Has anybody got any questions for us? Be nice if you can feed us some questions, likewise, or whatever. I don't know if we've got any crew watching. If there's any crew watching, hello, everybody. Or anybody.
Oh, Andy said he's watching on his tablet.
Yeah, obviously Andy's watching, yeah. Nice little cracking body. Stitch is just a big kitten. Don't piss her off and the claws won't come out. Is that right?
I ain't saying a word.
I'm not saying anything at all.
I'll put both fucking feet in it. I always do.
I'll tell you, mate. I'll hang myself up by my own nuts, to be fair. Right? Just I can add pain to what's coming, if you like. You are.
Yeah.
What can
He's not going to have words like big and pussy in the same sentence.
Yeah. Right, hello, Suznet.
Oh, yep, another one. Evening.
44 T, sorry, which is Baron, I believe. Have covered the all new Triumph Speed 1200. I'll have to give that a look.
That was what I was holding up on my phone just then. That was the 44 teeth link to it.
Yeah, I was going to say. So, what sort of money are they looking for this new model for this year?
Oh, fuck me! Now you're getting technical, aren't you? Let's have a look. See,
They ain't going to be cheap, is it? I mean, Triumphs generally speaking, not a cheap bike, are they?
1200 RS Bosch. Come on.
Because I know the guy, one of the crew guys, I think it's
15.
Joe Loren.
15
grand.
one. Yeah, 15,100.
Do you know what, Chris? I don't know about you lads, right? I think 15 grand. That's I mean, in the scale of things, I suppose 15 grand don't sound a lot of money. But do you know, I've never spent more than about 5 grand on a motorcycle ever, if that.
No,
To be honest.
I was sorely tempted when I saw that H2 for 13 grand.
Yeah.
Really tempted.
1,300.
Yeah, it's half the price of a Range Rover, I've just been told.
Not a new one, it ain't.
No, the new Range Rover, it costs about 60 grand.
Yeah, the cheapest ones are now 55 grand, 56 grand, something like that. But that's like the real basic one.
Yeah.
If you want anything that's got fucking more than an engine and a seat in it, then you can put another 15 grand on top of that. And then when you start putting bits on top, you're going up 80, 90 fucking grand.
Well, like the luxury of music, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
No, I know. I don't know too much about it, mate. I mean, I've never owned one, to be fair. I'm certainly not a car fanatic by any stretch of the imagination, but I know that the Range Rovers
I've had 3 of the fuckers.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I normally spoil myself on cars. I've had 3 Range Rovers, 4 Discoveries, 2 Mercedes MLs, Shogun.
You do like your cars, don't you?
Yeah. They've all got to be nice, comfy cars.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense, mate, to be honest with you. We spend enough time in the bloody things, do we? Really?
Yeah.
So
I used to do a lot of commuting for work, so I wanted something decent.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you are you into cars so much yourself, Carl, or you just mainly
I haven't even got a car license, mate.
Here we.
I haven't even got a car license.
No, all right. Yeah. No. I mean, I didn't take my car. I didn't take my car test. I started driving about 1983, 84, because I had a motorcycle license, so I had a Roddenberry line. And then I did driving lessons back in the 80s, but I just gave up. I just wasn't interested. I just carried on with my biking life. And then it was only when my son was due to be born that I know for a fact I really needed to obviously get myself a car license. And that was back in, I think it was 1997 when I finally got my car license.
Yeah, you can't take the missus down to fucking maternity on the back of a bike. They don't like it.
No. I mean, definitely not. And of course, I'd love to have taken it down in a Roddenberry line, a later one. But to be fair,
you can't take one pillion, but you get yourself a combi, don't you?
Good old combination, mate. I'd love an old combination.
Yeah. I'd like to get one just for the crack, but my missus says she wouldn't come in it because with her and the dog, it looked like fucking Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. Well, that probably would, mate. But I'll tell you what. Sorry? A gun on the front. Right, okay. I don't think they make combinations with rifles on the front of them, but I suppose that's
you should have to get an Ural. Yeah, one of
the
them Urals.
Yeah, they do, as a matter of fact, yeah. Is that the Ural 650? Yeah, Ural 650, yeah. The Ural 650. Yeah, and they used to make the Jawas, the Jawas with the combination, didn't they? The 2-stroke as well.
Yeah, with the old 350, wasn't it?
A 350, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, mate, yeah, because me mate had a 350 Joe, and then he moved up to the Ural. And that was a proper heavy thing, you know. Top speed was only about 45 mile an hour.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
it's fucking. It's an armored plated BMW, basically, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, they got 2-wheel drive as well.
Really?
Yeah, sidecar
Yeah.
driven as well.
Yeah, because the Euro, I think it was the 650 Euro was a little sharp drive, wasn't it? It was a sharp drive motor.
Yeah.
That was. Yeah, Jesus Christ. They were the days, mate. Good old combination.
Yeah.
That's like my mate, good mate of mine, Stevie Garrett. Well, his daughter Tasha, I mean, Steve's a member of the, I think Stephen Miller, part of the Suffolk crew. Steve's a long-time friend of mine. And his daughter Tasha Garrett is obviously part of the crew. Well, Steve and Mel, for many, many years, I mean, I bought Steve's 400 off it many, many years ago. And I remember him picking up, I think the bike he had at the time was the first model of the VFR 750, the one with the chocolate camshafts. And he had a massive Squire sidecar, I think it was. And that used to be funny as hell. We used to go to the old BMF at Peterborough. And, we'd take a run up there, and of course, his missus would be bouncing around his little old sidecar. She's about the same height as my nuts. I let him overtake that, and she sort of wave and stick her fingers up, all sorts of shit as she went past. And we come past. But that was funny because, she's getting there and really love it. They just look so comfortable sitting in these little old Squires. Well, I say little, it's probably about 6 foot long, actually, this bloody thing.
I remember there was a bloke down the road from where my nan used to live, and I couldn't tell you what the bike was. It was black, as was everything back then.
Yeah.
And it had this massive fucking sidecar. We get 4 people in it, 2 either side facing each other, with windows back and front, full roof, door, totally waterproof.
A lot, mate. Yeah.
I used to go away on holiday in it, pack it all up with tents and all that sort of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's funny.
You can actually get pictures of it and stuff.
Yeah. A few years ago, hey, Carl, we used to have a window cleaner, right? And he used to ride around. And he did it for quite a few years. And I think he used to ride around on a K1200, right? The old Beamer. And he had a big old sidecar, and he had a trailer, right? And he used to carry all his window cleaning gear on this combination with this trailer. That's funny as hell. He'd done it for years and years. I hadn't seen it for a while, but consideration, of having a decent van and that, this bloke had opted to do it on a K1200, which was comical. He was about town for many, many years.
I mean, you go to Thailand, and they've got all these little 50, some of them 125cc mopeds, and nearly all of them have got a sidecar on it, and they'll be serving food from them, cooking on them. The actual. They sit on the seat, and there might be like a freezer bit at the side, and they're just selling ice creams, or they'll have a cooker bit there, and they'll be cooking burgers and fucking stir fries, and it's amazing, absolutely amazing.
Well, just flicking down at Dobby, he's posted up. What about Yamaha's latest idea that they have painted, which is she's fucking hold on, just gone right in front of what I was reading. Excuse me. What about Yamaha's latest idea that they have painted a 4-wheel leaning vehicle? Jesus Christ, he's done it again there.
Not a car or a bike. Not seen it.
I've not seen it. That's what I was saying. Dobby put a link up so we can have a look.
This is fucking annoying me, Ned. Every time you stop pinging that bloody thing, for Christ's sake. I can ping in left, right, and centre on the Hangout chat, right? And every time I go to read, there we go. Right, that's it. I've had enough now. Sorry, Mark. I've got the comments on the right hand side. You've done it on purpose now.
I haven't done anything.
You know when you get notifications from Facebook and Messenger, every time I go to read it, right, it's coming up and it's blocking everything I'm reading. Bastard.
Now you wait till you get one for Snapchat. That fucker don't go.
Oh, mate, yeah, I know. Anyway, sorry, Carl. You carry on. It's your show, Carl. I'm going to shut up, man.
That Tekken is not the thing that Dobby's going on about, though.
No.
that Stitch put on the chat.
Yeah.
That's a 3-wheel jobby, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
The 2 wheels at the wrong end.
What's that? The 2 wheels at the front, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're quite popular, them sort of things. But I'll tell you what, a lot of people I've known sort of quite a few people who just cannot get used to them, mate.
I'm not sure that I'd want to have a go on one.
No, I'm to be honest with you, mate.
I wouldn't mind having a go on one, but would I want to own one? They look fucking idiots, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like they produced at Yamaha, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, with the 2 wheels at the front, obviously, and 2 sets of forks and whatever. And that looked bloody stupid. I just couldn't see the point. I suppose, obviously, yet again, it was a concept, wasn't it?
Mm.
You know?
That's like a 3-wheeled R1, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And we were talking about the old sidewinders from the 80s earlier on.
Oh, the stabilisers, yeah.
A little sidewinder stabilizer that you could, but before you passed your test, I believe it was it before you passed your test, Carl? On a provisional license, you could put a sidewinder on a Z1300 and ride it.
They didn't allow such stupid things in Germany. That's where I was at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. When just before I took my test, you could ride any size bike you like if it had a sidecar on it.
Exactly, yeah.
Or up to 250cc solo.
Yeah.
And then once you pass your test, that was it. Ride what you like.
Yeah, see, Chris, I just missed that, mate. I didn't. I was supposed to take my test on a 250. Missed the test on the 250, and by the time I went to go for my test, I had to take on a 125. And that was 1980. God knows when it was. About 83. Something like that.
Yeah, because I took mine 82.
Yeah. Bike, though, couldn't you?
Yeah. But it ain't incredible when you look back. They produced these sidewinders purely because they were nothing. You couldn't do anything with them. All they did was give you the facility, right, as a provisional license holder to go and ride the most powerful bike in the world with one of these attached to the side of it.
Yeah, because it just gave you that extra wheel for stability. That's all it was.
Yeah.
I think that came under the sidecar ruling.
Yeah.
But, I remember when I took my test, I took it effectively on a 250 motocross bike.
Yeah.
It was on a KDX 250. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Popping wheelies all over the place, I was.
I think the silliest thing for me was the fact I hadn't driven a car ever. And the fact that I could go out on my motorcycle license and go and buy a Robin Reliant, which is a car. I don't care what anybody says. You can call it a tricycle, you can call it what you like, but it's a car with 3 wheels. That's
steering wheel, everything.
With the steering wheel, the gear stick, and the clutch, the brake, and everything else.
The funny thing, the original ones, you had to kickstart them. So you lift the boot up and you go and stick your leg down and start it.
I'm sure it weren't the old Messerschmitts a little bit like that, though, Carl, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Messerschmitt he did.
Yeah, absolutely. Christ, there were the days when we were younger, that you see a lot of them bubble cars around. Do you remember?
Yeah.
They used to have the disabled cars with the one handlebar steering thing.
Yeah.
The blue thing.
What was it?
The blue ones, yeah.
It was an invalid carriage, but it had a proper name, didn't it?
It was, mate.
As chariots.
All in pale blue.
Yeah, they were. Every single one that was ever made was in pale blue. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Invacar?
Right, no, I'll tell you what, I've just got to try and lose this because it keeps coming across my valuable check. And, right, no, I haven't, no, I don't know why it keeps coming up anyway. Right, my stall crank and fight you, Pete, are you talking about the Yamaha? Was that the Tesseract? That's the one you just, Tesseract, that's the one you just spoke about, Carl, wasn't it? What the hell is that? That's the one. They're the cookies, mate.
They're the ones.
My great grandma's best friend had one of those, and she got us 2 kids in the back of it, stood behind the seat. Funny enough, yeah.
You'll never fucking guess who makes that.
Who?
AC.
All right, okay. Because I think when they made it I read the story not so long back, and I think they were made in the Midlands or up north.
Yeah, probably, because I think AC were a Midland company anyway, weren't they?
Yeah.
And it was the Invacar. Let's have a
Invacar, yeah. Primarily,
Come on.
they had the one bar, then they had the brake, right, and the throttle on the same stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird bloody things.
And a bit like
illegal.
fucking helicopter controls.
Yeah, and they were it's little 2-stroke engine as well, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they possibly, when they came to the end of their lives, I think they moved into a 4-stroke just before they finished making them, because they actually made them illegal, didn't they?
Yeah. Why are you not fucking coming up?
What's this Tesseract anyway? I've never even seen it. Let me just bring it up. The Yamaha Tesseract.
Okay,
Excuse me,
then.
mate.
I'll put what Dobby's sent us.
Yeah, Yamaha Tesseract.
Fuck me, them things used to do 55 mile an hour.
Hybrid electric concept vehicle
Oh, right,
introduced
okay.
by
Jesus
Yamaha
Christ.
in 2007 Tokyo Motor Show.
Really? Really?
I wouldn't have fancied doing 55 in one of them.
No. Oh, what, your little old Inva cars?
Yeah, an AC70.
Really? Jesus.
Fuck that.
No,
Two-
no. 30 mile an hour is enough in them things. Because they used to have the tiny wheels as well, didn't
Yeah.
they? Anyway, Carl.
500cc flat twin.
Yeah. What's that? What's that you've just brought up there, Carl?
That's the what Dobby was talking about.
All right, what the hell is that then?
I don't know.
Don't know what the hell it is.
Is that the
I've
Yamaha, is it?
No, I've just had a
Yeah.
look. I've just had a look at the Tesseract. That's a strange looking vehicle again, isn't it? I've never even seen it before, to be fair. That's a strange looking vehicle. You seen that one?
I used to have fucking handlebar stroke steering wheel like that on my go-kart when I was a kid.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, really. Is it 3-4 wheels or what?
4 wheels.
4 wheels, is it?
Yeah, I'm just putting up a top view if it'll come to it. Here we go.
Yeah.
So does the chassis pivot against the axles, or do the wheels lean over like those little fucking ones with 2 wheels at the front?
Don't know. Doesn't
No.
give you much information on these pickies.
It's on
It
the
looks
bottom.
like it would pivot. With the axle goes across the front of the nose where it goes in thin. It looks like it would pivot there.
I can't
Yeah.
quite bring it up big enough. Hold on a minute. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Hold on.
Yeah.
I've got a full screen, right. So is it all electric then, I think?
No, it doesn't seem to have a bloody engine in it either, does it? If you look at the side view or the front view, top view, there's no engine.
No. Looks like it's all electric, doesn't it?
Well, you need that's probably what them 2 hole bits are for. You stick your legs at the bottom and tunnel yourself along like.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know what to say about that, really.
I don't know. Oh, the wheels lean apparently.
Yeah, I see. Well, that principle's been around for a good few years, Carl, hasn't
Yeah.
it? You know,
Yeah.
the Peugeot. What they call the Peugeot? What they call the Peugeot? Little breed, the little.
Was it the Speedy or something?
Yeah,
there's a
something
Dutch
like
one as well, isn't there?
Pilot? Can't remember now.
that. Don't know what it is, mate. No, that's a strange looking vehicle. To be fair. Suznet has just put on there, you know, no, I did have a little scan not so long ago. The Invacars we're talking about, they have got obviously some videos on YouTube. If anybody's, you know, we're talking about the Invacar, the little blue disability car. Of course, they used to be numerous on the roads, didn't they? Back in the 50s,
Fucking
60s,
hell, yeah.
70s, all over the place, mate. And they were a strange sight, to be fair. But yeah, there's plenty of videos on YouTube.
If I remember rightly, they could go into a pedestrianised area with them as well.
Yeah.
They could, mate. It's, yeah, I suppose because the disability, the disabled car and that, there was no physical restriction as to where they could go. If they could
No.
drive there and park up, then fair dues. That's what they used to do. But like I say, and I can't remember the original reason, but they come to a point when they literally said they decided these cars that they've been making all these years are just not safe, and that was it, mate. They just ceased production there and then.
It was almost overnight, if I remember.
There was. They just disappeared. And of course, if I remember rightly, Chris, like your Reliance, they were fiberglass.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if anybody. I mean, obviously we've been talking about the new Triumph now. I mean, a 1200 lump triple engine, lovely. That sounds very nice indeed. I know it certainly pulled a bit of interest on the crew when it went up. I'm trying to think of any. I'll tell you what, I've not even been on the sites this week to see what new bikes are coming out. And supposedly, I will say this, as much as I'm not a massive fan, Suzuki are bringing back the Hayabusa.
Yeah, I saw something about that.
Yeah,
they've done a. They're knocking it up to a 1400 as well, aren't they?
I think so, mate. Yeah.
I think they. You know why they've done that? Why they've brought that back? Because Kawasaki have dropped the fucking ZZR.
Yeah, they dropped the ZZR, but at the same time, as we spoke about last week, I mean, the way forward, I spoke to, I think, possibly Paul Taylor in the crew the other day, the way forward now, obviously, with especially with Kawasaki, is with the superchargers, isn't it?
Yeah.
With the bikes like the 1000 SX. And I mean, of course, while they're able to produce that sort of horsepower and that torque with the superchargers, I would have thought there'll be, a lot of models in the next sort of couple of 3 or 4 years that will be based on that principle.
It'd be interesting to see what they do mid-range. Put a supercharger on like a 600 or just under a 600 and knock it up to 750 sort of specs or something like that.
Exactly, mate. I can see a lot of potential with that, to be honest. And of course, you've got that extra torque, the extra horsepower with the supercharger. And I suppose, in retrospect of what we used to know a good few years ago, not so much the superchargers, obviously, but with the turbos, you had the XN85, which was a 650 Suzuki. You had the Honda CX 650, I believe, which was a turbo. And of course, you had the GPZ 750 turbo at the time. So they were. They were pretty good bikes.
Bike and a half, they were.
Well, the 750 turbo was the one that sort of crucified the rest of them completely, didn't it? The Kawasaki.
I thought I was fucking Jack the Lad when I got one of them. I was one of the first people around here to get one.
Yeah, what did you think of it, Chris? The 750 turbos. I know one of ours, Kerry Roberts, used to have one. Tiny little old thing.
Apparently, it wasn't the best of handling bikes, but fucking hell, in a straight line, there was nothing that would keep up with it.
No, that was the difference, wasn't it? The GPZ 900R was an exceptional machine, right? And I believe because obviously it had a different frame and it was a different bike altogether to what the 750 turbo was, because really all the 750 turbo was a standard 750 GPZ with a turbo.
Yeah.
In a way.
I think it had a slightly longer swinging arm, if I remember rightly, which affected the handling.
Really?
It wasn't great on bends.
No. Did they not beef up the frame slightly then? Because they're quite a bit more horsepower, obviously, with the 750 turbo.
Quite possibly. I never really looked at the time too much into the specs. No. Every time you look at everything when you're investigating what you're going to do with the bike, you just get this one word keep leaping off the page at you: turbo.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what you looked at. You look at the tyre, turbo. You look at the fucking seat, turbo. Yeah. And it was there, and you signed at the dotted line, and you signed fucking turbo, and then it was it was weird because I've had similar experiences on the ZZR since, and you know what it's like. You come up behind another bike, they have a look in the mirror, they see there's another bike there. I would have a little bit of fun, and off you go scootering. Yeah. At the time, they see it was a 750 turbo, they wouldn't fucking touch it. They'd just let you fucking go. Yeah. And I get the same with the ZZR now. If I come up behind them slowly, a lot of them will have a little. But if you come screaming up behind them, they don't want to know.
What would you say, right? I could tell you what my experience. The one bike, right, that I never wanted to see on the road, and yet they were absolutely fantastic. To be honest with you, was the bike that really could absolutely piss all over anything up to a 750 plus. And that was that original 350 liquid cooled Yamaha, mate. I don't care what anybody says. I used to hate seeing them because they used to dribble all over me, mate, and go past me, fingers up in the air, laughing their heads off. And of course, that was always comical to see. I can't think of any bike apart from the 750 turbo Kawasaki that make you look such a fool, to be honest.
I think, if I remember rightly, I might have actually said this on one of the previous hangouts. My first experience of a LC 350 I was sitting at a set of lights over a railway bridge that was on a bit of a skew. And you come up one side of the railway, then the bridge went across it at 45 degrees, and then you carried on the other side.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there at the lights on the Z1300, and I could hear ding, 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 ding. What the fucking hell's that?
Yeah.
And I turned around, and there's this fucking LC 350, and I thought, well, that's quite a smart looking little bike.
Yeah.
Well, fuck me. The lights went. I opened up that Z13, and I gave it fucking everything, and this can't come past me on the rear wheel.
Yeah, really? I'll tell you what, mate. They were incredible bikes, weren't they, really? And do you know what?
Yeah.
My mate, he bought the LC 250, which was exactly the same style. That was black, and it looks exactly the same style as the original 350 LC, right?
Yeah.
And yet, he didn't buy the 350 LC. He went up to the 350 LC Power Valve. And I'll tell you what, that was nowhere near as good a looking bike as the original 350.
No, the original one was the better one.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'd have one. Do you know what?
Yeah.
I would, mate.
Definitely.
I'd have one.
I would.
No two ways about it.
I've had my eye 2 or 3 times over the last 5 or 6 years. I've had my eye on an LC 500.
Yeah. Yeah, quite a lot. Yeah.
They're just getting stupid money. I mean, a decent one now, you're looking 12 grand again.
Easy, mate. Yeah. You know, I mean, they weren't quite an RG 500, but I preferred the look of the Yamaha to the Suzuki. But the RG was a better bike, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
I would rather have the RG, but they're even more money. If I remember rightly, a lot of people used to take RG parts and put them on the LCs.
Yeah. That's like, we got quite a few two-stroke lovers in the crew, you know, one of which is a guy by the name of Richard Sadler. Good old boy, and he's got a fantastic, I can't remember what it is, I think it's an RG 250 he's got.
Oh, didn't he put something up on the forum page about a week or so ago?
He may well have done, mate. He did. That was in his shed. That's right.
2-stroke porn.
That's right. 2-stroke porn.
RG 250T. Yeah.
Well, the first time I met Richard, because he's Norfolk based, funnily enough, and he's in the Suffolk crew. But you know, he's
we won't hold that against him.
No, we won't. Not to that one. But no, he's got a lovely Z1000 Limited in his shed as well. He's got a CBR 600. He's also got, I believe, it's the Tracer 900, which is the bike he's got now. And he's obviously got this lovely little RG 250, which is the first time I ever met the guy who's on this RG. And that is lovely, mate. It's mint, to be fair.
They are.
Yeah. And I've never been a massive two-stroke fanatic, but I'll tell you what, when you do see them, when you hear them running, especially with them all speeds or them microns, you know, it's a lovely, lovely sound.
Yeah.
And let's be honest with you, they are exciting bikes to ride in there too, probably.
I think the 250, not so much. The 350 more, but certainly the 500s back in the day, like MotoGP then was 500cc two-strokes. You know, when you had your Barry Sheens and your fucking Steve Parishes and that going around, and it was so much like being on one of them.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I can't even believe it. Do you know, I can't even imagine. I mean, obviously, we've all owned some majorly powerful motorcycles, you know. But I can't imagine what it must have been like to ride an RG 500 that's on tune. I knew somebody who did, and he loved the bike. He sold a GPZ 900R to buy it, and he didn't have it long because he killed it. He smashed it completely. And
I remember you saying about that.
Jimmy McClutch. Yeah, Jimmy McClutchy. And that was a fantastic machine. But to say, I've never ridden one. I've never ridden. The last two-stroke I believe I rode was my X7, Chris.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really strange. I wasn't really a fan of the X7, but I used to like its predecessor, the GT250.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was about the X7. I knew it was an improvement. Yeah. I think it was just the looks. Same for the X5, which was the 200 version, but it was. I don't know what it was, but it was the first 250 to do over the ton, wasn't it?
Yeah, the X7 was a phenomenal little machine. It really was, mate. Lovely, lovely, brilliant. It didn't last that long. You know, they were obviously prone to sort of, sticking holes in pistons and seizing up and all that sort of bollocks. But
most two strokes would do that.
Yeah, I know, mate. But I'll tell you what, I think the old Boyson Reed used
Say
to
hello
join.
to Kat, Woman Wolf Rider. She's just joined us.
Hello, Cat. That's good to
And
see you.
this is
Oh, yeah.
that Dobby was going on about Moist.
Hello, Cat.
Yeah. Hello, Cat. Hello, Cat. It's good to see you.
Steering geometry.
Yeah, I got quite proficient at replacing two-stroke pistons.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I love my place. Yeah, no, do you know what? I wouldn't say no to a nice two-stroke, to be fair. You know. And I know obviously Kat has just joined this Woman Wolf Rider. And I know she's got I know she's also into the two strokes. And I believe she's still got a couple anyway. And I mean, you guys know Kat anyway. She's got a fair old history of fantastic bikes. Well, I know she's doing up a 250. I think it's a 250 at the moment. She's doing up. Jesus Christ, yeah, I can't remember now, but yeah, I wouldn't say no to a two-stroke. Shame they no longer make the bloody things.
Well, there's a rumour going around that they might be bringing them back.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and there's also another rumour that they might be putting two-stroke engines into Formula One cars.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah, they developed a way to actually make them more
environmentally friendly.
All right, well, very reliable.
efficient anyway, and they made it working on making them more environmentally friendly.
All right, yeah. I'll just say hello to Anna. Say hi, babe. Hello, girl. Hope you're good.
Hello.
She's another one, obviously, who's got some prolific motorcycles. One of which being the B King, the other one being an FJR 1300, I believe, and all sorts of. She's got the H2 Kawasaki, if I'm right in saying, and and all that sort of stuff. Between them two, they've got some wonderful motorcycles. Really have.
Yeah. That TR500. Mm.
Yeah.
Lush bike. And the H1 triple. Dobby!
Oh,
you joined us.
How are you, Pete?
I'm doing all right, bud. Not doing too bad. Yeah.
Suffolk Crew Cutler. Suffolk Crew. Hey, Peter. How you doing? All right?
Yeah, doing all right, thank you.
Good man.
Just having one of those daft days where your head is all full of everything and everything, you know.
It's what it is, mate.
But yeah, I'm all right.
We all get them. We'll take the piss out of you, Pete, and make you think of something different, mate.
Yeah, that's all right. Right. So it's nice seeing you all. I'll see you all next week. Good night.
All right. We'll catch you later, mate.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm just saying, sorry, mate. I was just saying, Kat's just posted up. I think you said. So she's got the T250, which I believe, I don't know, I might be wrong. She's doing up the T250, the TR500 Racer, TS, and the H1. Oh, right. Then she's she has got them still.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So
how big is her garage?
She's got. I'll tell you what, mate. I know for a fact it's got a drum kit in it as well.
Oh, that's my kind of fucking woman.
She's got. She's just recently bought her. But I think I see the video of Anna actually playing the thing, the Pearl Export 5-piece, I think, with some savings.
Oh, that's all right. I remember us posting it on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, was that the dark green kit I saw?
That was, I think,
yeah. Very nice.
So I spoke about having a drum kit in here, and I saw a full-size pool table, but I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest.
Put your foot down with a firm hand.
Oh, I can't, mate.
Don't you blame your knee for that one.
Don't be silly. Come in. You just got to say, oh, look who's turned up, look.
Hello.
Hello, Stitch.
Right?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Stop snivelling, you grovelling little toad.
Yeah, you leave me alone.
Yeah, you leave me alone.
Yeah.
I love the wallpaper, by the way.
Yes, look. Do you know what?
Good.
Do you know what? You know, it's coming on. It's it's all getting there now. It's graft, as you're doing. It takes a little bit of time, but this paper retails for just under £79 a roll.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it wouldn't look too bad once it gets a coat of white emulsion on the top of it, mate.
Yeah.
Is it textured at all?
It is, mate. Yeah, that's what's it called?
Flock, is it?
It's called flock. Yeah, flock paper.
Oh, flock.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
fucking hell.
yeah, like I say, the retail price. Yeah, the retail price is we say 79, isn't it? 70 quid a roll. You get 5 sheets per roll.
Mad.
Fucking hell.
So no rubbing up against it then, Weggy.
Yeah,
No flossing yourself on it.
Hey, Peter, I'll leave that sort of shit to you, mate. I'll go and see.
That's why my
Be
walls
no
are
good
walls
copping the
me.
strop and chucking the fucking TV remote at it.
No, but anyway, let's say, right, here we go. Cat's obviously building the TR500. I couldn't remember which. Anna, go and stir crazy with the gritting. I don't mind the wet or cold. Yeah, the gritting, I suppose, yeah. Obviously, we're not hitting the frosty periods at the moment. They're still sticking down tons of grits, haven't they?
Yeah.
I wish they would round here.
Yeah.
We're not getting any grit at all. And when you phone them up and say, why aren't you putting it down? Oh, we're not obliged to put it down.
No.
It's just,
they come down my
shite.
roads and we're only close and they come down ours.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole of the area that I live in is basically a hill. So
Right.
you go a mile in any direction, you down a steep hill to get out and a steep hill to come back, whichever direction you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Coventry, they don't actually do it on the estates. They do it on the actual main roads.
Yeah.
Well, we had snow. What day was it? Sunday. We had snow, and we had about 5 inches of snow. I went out in the car because I've not taken this one out in the snow anywhere yet. I thought I'll see how it handles. Took this one out in the snow, and not even the bus routes were gritted. It was absolutely fucking mental.
Yeah. they tend to overdo the grit up here sometimes. I mean, we complain obviously if there's no grit there, but especially on where I work at the Ransoms Industrial Estate, the amount of shit that they stick there on them roads up there is incredible. But I suppose obviously being a busy haulage industrial estate, obviously they the reason why they do it. But
you don't want all them fucking 40-foot trailers jackknifing when they come to the end of the estate, do they?
Yeah. Stick it there and stick it in for 70 seconds with the cheese. Just like that.
You're not putting your knob in the microwave again.
Yeah, sounds like it, but that's just for a week. Yeah, 70 seconds. 70 seconds and watch your lips.
Actually, microwave. You've just fucking reminded me. I'm going to go make me a quick coffee. I'll catch you in a sec.
No.
Oh, you're
Sorry,
brave
Peter.
sometimes, Reggie. Yes, mate. Yes, mate.
Now, have you started up your RF since it's been sitting around, mate? Have you kept that fired up?
I haven't in the last couple of weeks, so I want to go out there and do that tomorrow morning. That's tomorrow morning's job to do that.
Yeah.
So it's just going to have a good old tick over. Make sure it's charging up all right.
Have you decided what you're going to do then, Poker? Have you decided what you're going to do? Because you were talking on the crew about the body work.
Yeah, well, so, like I say, I mean, 21's going to be a washout, isn't it? So we're not going to do very much at all. The hell is that? I'm expecting an alien to come landing down in a second. How long does this coffee take?
I don't know. No, but what? Just say hello to Mr. Johnny Langdon.
Chris is getting cross there. No, what I was thinking of doing, hey there, Walden. What I was, because on one side, right below a bit, it's just a little, 1 or 2 scratches, and there are on other places as well. Nothing you notice or anything. I thought it might be nice to give it a good old tidy up. I know I'd like the wheels done because they've got paint is all chipped off around the
Yeah.
edges a little bit and stuff like
Well,
that. So it'd be nice to.
I know,
I was
Chris,
thinking
to be honest with you, if you do decide to get the wheels done later, I
Mm.
know obviously what the wheels are like. It's just typical Suzuki wheels. I mean, no different than, Kawasaki or Yamaha, to be fair. But if you do decide to go that route, I would say powder coat all the way, mate. Powder coat
Yeah.
is the way for wheels. All right?
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. And that's going to lead on. I'm glad you asked me about that because one of the things I was actually going to ask people tonight, and I'd already typed it on there and I nearly sent it. So that I can get both wheels off, obviously,
Yeah.
I'm going to need a stand because
Yeah.
RS don't have a centre stand for starters, and also you don't want to have just rely on that.
No.
I've been being a nosing around. I don't like the idea of paddock stands because you've got to try and straighten the bike up and push it down and stuff
Yeah.
like that. What's people's recommendations? I've seen this one called an ABBA stand.
Well,
Where-
I wasn't going to say that. Now, I've had the ABBA stands. I know ABBA as a company quite well. They're based in Essex. And of
All right,
course,
okay.
I had the original ABBA stand, which and I had the front wheel lift system as well. So what that can effectively do, they use the axle bolts, right, and they get adapters to go to the axle bolts, all right. And
Yeah.
well, effectively, once you've set the ABBA stand up, especially with the front wheel lift system, if you've got bobbins or you've just got a strap, you've got like a little mini ratchet strap, they'll go right in the swing arm. You can effectively lift the bike off the floor, both wheels.
Yeah.
All right. And
Yeah, that's
is
what I've been
possible.
looking at.
Once you've got the back wheel out, right, then obviously it is possible then to swing the bike back and then drop the front. All right, then it can be done. The other way that can be done is ABBA also do the full bike lift system. That's the one on the wheels, and that will lift up the whole motorcycle. I can't remember exactly what it's called now. But it's about 550 quid. And
Oh yeah, no, I'm not having that one.
Pick up the whole bike, and you can work on it, and you can spin the bike round at different angles, this, that, and the other on the.
No thanks. I spin my bikes around enough without needing a stand.
Yeah, I know you do, mate.
No, I saw this particular stand with the front wheel lift. Sorry, Carl?
50 quid. It's a scissor jack thing. You just wind them up and go underneath.
Yeah, I know, but I've got bodywork underneath. I'm not messing my bodywork.
That's why it's made for you to take it off.
Yeah. No, I know. I must admit, I thought about the ABBA stand because I thought also it can keep it off the ground when I'm not using it, so the tyres aren't getting knocked or anything.
I'll be honest with you, Pete. The ABBA stand is a fantastic bit of kit. It really is. Yeah. And of course, ABBA as a company, they make so many adapters.
Yeah, well, I know I can get one for the RS, so I think that might be my little treat to myself. So I might get. Good God, Chris. Good God. Is he stirring a cup of coffee or making a load of cement?
What he's doing? Is that Chris? Was it?
Yeah, it was Chris.
Right. Obviously, we're going to say good evening to Tracy Brown. Hello, Tracy.
Evening, Tracy. I can't see the comment. Hi, Tracy. Oh, bollocks.
What's Mrs. Saunders got to say for herself?
I just asked him if he wanted to see my boobs, but no, he's more interested in bikes.
What? See your boobs?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's what I was thinking.
Well, yeah, if you want.
Anytime.
I ain't getting mine out. Not getting.
Neither am I, mate. Not with me beehive, anyway.
What happened to Dobby?
I don't know.
No, we're talking about. We're talking about his bike. He's looking to, obviously, do it up to a point there. Personally, I mean, my perspective on that sort of thing is, if you can spend a hell of a lot of money, can't you, on paintwork?
Yeah.
Of course, there's different people with different talents. I mean, if you end up taking a bike to somewhere like what's that Dream? What's that?
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks, whatever that DreamWorks or whatever they were. I think they were majorly expensive. If you wanted a top job on your fairings or your frame or whatever, they were the sort of people to go to. But of course, there's a load of people locally you'll find that are excellent paint sprayers, you know. And of course, like yourself, Chris, I've sprayed some stuff in the past.
It's all about practicing.
It's one of those things. You obviously use your common sense. You persevere. You get better with practice. Fingers crossed.
That's it.
And I think, do you know what? I think my personal opinion with Peter's bike is I think it looks fine enough as it is. It is what it is. It's an older Suzuki RF 900. You know,
Continual use.
I'd say polish it up. If you want to get the wheels done, I think that's fine. You know, get them powder coat. But I think, to be honest with you, with a bit of a scrub on it, on most paintwork, unless it's actually damaged, most paintwork will come up really nice. And like you remember, you know, like with the bikes in my ZR.
Yeah.
Bring it right back to the original paintwork and then polish the hell out of it. Bring that right out in that colour. That's surprising, mate. And how good you can make a bicycle, a motorcycle look, or a car even, you know, depending on how much graft you're going to put into bring it back out again, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I said to Pete a few days back, said I'm happy to come and show him how to do some of it, to try him saving some money.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Can I just say quickly, I've just seen Moist's thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I'm back, and I've just seen that you wanted a white, but I ain't got any sugar anyway, so you'll have to make do.
You can have a with some amber nectar down there at this time of day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Kat has just come back and watched Dream Machine. I totally forgot. I was fucking aging it.
Dream Machine.
Yeah, Dream Machine.
Isn't that Dave That's Dave Birchall's, isn't it? DJB.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Dream Machine have been doing paint jobs for years and years and years, haven't they? You know, and I suppose really, I know Kat's watching and there, and any of you guys, I don't know if any of you have ever used Dream Machine. I would have thought you have. I haven't, because I know.
No, I do it all myself.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. I mean, I've done most of my bits and pieces myself, but I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. If you're looking for a top job, then certainly don't come to Weggy for a spray job, that's for sure.
They come to you for a valet.
Yeah, well, yeah, valet, yeah. Bring your bikes up looking beautiful, you know, deep cleans and valets and all that sort of stuff. But
who's got the fucking squeaky thing?
Oh, I don't know.
You're a lying bastard.
I'll tell you, actually, that's Kenny and Nita texting. That's Nita texting me on WhatsApp, and she's saying you look extremely handsome tonight, right? And you look
thank you, Nita.
Extremely happy, Weggy. Right? Oh. Do you reckon Peter look a bit rough? But you know, it don't matter.
He always looks a bit hanged up, doesn't he?
I always look rough. That's how the girls like it.
Anyway, eventually you might bring it back.
Yeah, where's my Weggy?
You what?
Where's my mug?
I don't know. We've got about 3 or 4 in the cupboard.
Good. I want to buy one off you.
We will get some more done, Peter. We will get some more done. I promise you. I'm hoping that locally sourced. We're going to get what we want to do. We're going to get some hoodies, t-shirts, etc. sorted out. You know.
Hey, if you send me your address, Peter, I've got Yankee Doodle one I can send you up.
All right, tell me how much, and I'll let you have it.
No, I don't want nothing for it.
I'll tell you what, Peter. I mean, I haven't got any brand new ones, but you're more than welcome to take one that's sitting in the cupboard that's literally just come out of the box. To be honest.
Right, if you're not going to have it, I'll buy it off you. Yeah, I'll buy it.
No, I don't want money for it, Just take it.
Yeah, if you don't want no money for it.
Okay, man.
No money involved.
Okay, cool. Yep, I'll have them. Definitely. Thank you.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Just go back and see Kenny come back. Kenny, I think Kenny spoke to you about when you were talking about your bike anyway, Peter.
Yeah, T-cut.
T-cut, turtle wax, plenty of elbow grease.
Yeah. Yeah.
My still
Yeah, I mean, I could do that.
Look at the treatment. If you want it to look perfect, take the cat.
I'll tell you what I did get, Pete, and it will probably help you out quite a lot. I got a little buffing kit that works on your drill attachment. So you know when you see these guys doing car polishing on the TV, they've got a fucking that way.
Yeah.
A polishing sponge about that big with different mop heads that fit on it. Well, I've got one with a little 3-inch head on it. Ideal for bikes. It goes into all the curves and nooks and crannies and that. I can't remember. I'll look out where I got it from, and I think I paid like 15 quid for the whole kit. And you've got all different sponges, and you get the proper rubbing compound to go with it. And did you see any of the Honda Varadero that I changed from gold to Kawasaki Midnight Blue?
Yeah, I saw
That's
that.
what I used on that, and that came up like fucking glass.
Really?
If you have got,
well, if you find the link, I'll have a nose because I wouldn't mind getting one of those.
Yeah.
It'd be a nice little project for me to have a little play and see what happens.
Yeah,
if I can try and buff it up.
what you
Just got to remember to keep it wet, so to speak.
What you can do as well is if you have got slight scratches and stuff like that, and it actually is quite deep in the the clear coat on the top. Rub it down and put a couple of clear coats on the top, cut 3-4 clear coats, rub that down again, and then polish.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
It keeps the original colour going.
Yeah. Yeah, because it'd be nice to keep a nice original colour, to be perfectly honest.
I know. Yeah.
John's asking about battery.
I'll just sorry. That's great, Peter. Sorry, mate. Got Johnny. Yeah, I need new batteries. A bloke selling second-hand ones for 10 of my batteries. The ones he's selling, something like get yourself a decent battery, John. Don't start pissing all about with cheap batteries. Right?
Yeah.
Even some of them eBay batteries are a bit dodgy, mate. I'd stick to what you know. All right. To be
I'd rather pay a little bit more money.
The Empower wouldn't burn. The Empower wouldn't burn the bike out.
Hello, Nita.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi, honey.
Right, Peter.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you see that?
Yeah. Ice cream cone.
Less than a tenner.
Wow. Ice
So
cream.
they're all foam heads. If I can get me fucking thing.
Yeah. Hello, Chuckles. Hello, Chuckles.
Right, okay, cool.
Hello, you grumpy git.
PM me the link, Chris, and I'll have a look.
Yeah.
When you get a
I'll
moment.
try.
Hey, Carl.
I know what I do.
I think this is one for Carl and Chris here. Now,
Yeah, go on.
I've owned 2 of these bikes. Anna has put up a question. What should I buy? A ZZR 1100, a ZX10, a GPZ 900R, or a ZX12R. Do you know what, Anna? I'll be quite honest with you. It depends on the ZX10. I wouldn't go because if actually you're talking about the original ZX10, that was the Tomcat, right? Me personally, I wouldn't touch that one. But if I was going to go
for the ZZR 1100.
I've had the ZZR 1100 D5, which was absolutely fantastic. Wasn't it, Chris? A lovely bike. And I've had the ZX12R. But at the same time, right, I think if I had a choice now, I think, to be honest with you, if depending on the price and the condition, I'd happily go for a ZZR 1100 C series, a GPZ 900R, one of the earlier ones, or the ZX12R. Absolutely. But if you're going to go for a ZX12R, I had the B series, the B4H. If you are going to go for a ZX12R, go for the A series, which you get the lighter crank. They're actually quicker than the B series, to be honest. Yep.
I think for me, out of those 4, it would be. I think the GPZ 900R just over the ZZR 1100.
Yeah, I'd have to say
because I think it's a bit more retro.
The ZX10, I didn't really like, but saying that, they've still got some fans out there. But I didn't really go for the Tomcat. I'd have to say, really now, the GPs. I'd love another ZZR 11. I must admit, and the ZX12R, but just being greedy. I'd have to say, because I haven't owned one, a nice condition GPZ 900R. To be honest.
Yeah, I think I'd take the GPZ.
Yeah, I think so.
You should have got that now, Dobby.
Yeah, I've just changed.
There you go.
From my point of view, it depends on the price and condition.
Yeah.
Excellent.
How's you, Nita?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah,
Good
I'm all the
evening,
better for
Lisa.
seeing you, my darling.
Oh, bless you. How go? Hello, Peter.
Good.
Hey, Nita,
Hello, sweetheart.
Hello,
No, you
Wendy.
Nita, did you get my latest?
Peggy.
I replied to you, Nita, right, on WhatsApp. Did you get my last message? You ever look at WhatsApp on your phone? I've sent you one more message, right? Can you read it out, please, Nita?
Read what out? All depends what it
My
is.
message to you on WhatsApp. Can you read it out live?
Right.
Will you
How
marry
the
me?
freaking hell am I going to do that?
And keep it clean.
Well, not if it's got to fucking read out what Wiggy
No,
sent. It won't
no,
be.
I'm not reading that.
Hey,
I'm not
No, she-
stupid.
she accused me earlier on WhatsApp of not being grumpy. I'm not grumpy.
You look grumpy, Weggy. You
I always look grumpy. You know that.
I dig the wallpaper though.
Hey, I know it's ironic.
In answer to Kenny, yeah, I think you can still get the Chinese clay.
Yeah.
I have used clay bars and stuff like that, but I've not tried it with a mop.
Yeah. No. I've got to go back to Johnny Langdon. I'll say when it comes to bike batteries, when it comes to motorcycle batteries, mate, just be very careful, John. If you're looking to buy cheap, mate, all right?
Buy a new one.
I missed that. What was Johnny after? A new battery?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not about a 7-amp battery or God knows what else. You've got to get the right voltage for a 12 volt. Check the ampage. All right.
Yeah. If you're going to get my personal advice for that was if you're going to get another battery, don't worry about buying second hand because you ain't going to get it
You're wasting
awful
your
lot
time,
cheaper.
mate.
You could be buying a handful of trouble. Go for a motor bat.
Yeah. So Anna's just come back, and I know this is I remember the blue and silver one. I'm not so much a fan of the blue and silver, but it doesn't change the fact it's still a GP 900R. And she said she's interested in the GP 900R, which is obviously a fantastic bike.
Yeah.
For instance, Kat wants the ZXR 750 back.
If it's hers.
Really? Oh, she's losing that one then. Oh. Christ alive, they got some rare bikes between them two.
Yeah. I would say if you're going to go for that GPZ 900, try and do something with the tyres and go for some more modern shaped tyres. It will handle so much differently to them square fucking things that they used to put on.
Yeah, they did. I mean, if I remember rightly, Chris, the original, you said 900R only had a 130 section rear boot on that.
Yeah. Very, very square. I think that if I remember rightly, I think the front was might have just been a 90. I don't even think it was 100 wide.
No, I think you're right. The GP's
Was it a 110?
The 110.
110, yeah.
And the rear tire, the 150. And I think
Guys, the warden's going because you're boring the tits off her.
tell you what,
Yeah, talk about bikes now. If you talk about penises or cocks or showing people's tits or something sets, just sit
Right.
here quietly.
who's that? Who you talking about? Your other half on Nita?
Yeah, come on, Nita. The warden needs cheering up.
Nita, did you read my message? Nita, did you read my last message?
No,
Why?
Well, do so. You've been told.
but I can't because I don't know how to use this and try and get into my WhatsApp messages at the same time.
Oh my God.
Well, would you know how to do that?
Yeah,
Of course you would do.
Hey, you tell him.
What's that?
You realise your husband is now a superstar in Suffolk
Why?
because he's the top of the crew page, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is.
Oh, bonus
Yeah,
for
he's
him. Bless him.
He's sitting there, he's
Makes
sitting there
a happy
discussing
fella.
all sorts of stuff with Richie Collins. Yeah, at the table.
Hey, Wiggy, we're both wrong.
Yeah.
It was in between. You said a 110 and I said a 90. It's a 100.
It's a 100, was it really? The front end
It's
of
a
the GP
180 17. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And them things won a couple of TTs, didn't they? They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. But then, I think a later version, because they used to have the 16-inch front wheel, if I remember rightly.
No, 17. 17 and a
17.
130 in the rear.
Yeah, but the last incarnation.
Rear wheel.
I
Sounds,
think the last
sounds painful.
incarnation is to take the GPZ 900R rear end up to 150.
They might have done the later ones, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking them pervert. Hey, there's me and you doing the proper thing, talking about bikes, and there's all them fuckers going on about up the arse with fucking a 130.
Time for that shit. Well,
It's
anyway,
this one. It's this one.
go back to weather.
And I get called a fucking pervert.
No, the other way you go, Pat.
Cyanide Dave, she said she's going to put Bridgestone Batlax on. I've had the Bridgestone Batlaxes and I like the tyres. To be honest with you. Batlax is why I had the ZZR 1100.
Yep, I had battle axes on my 14 and on my Tiger and on my XJR. Brilliant.
I think on the Batlax,
stay away from the BT 021 though and the 016. You'll want an S30, Batlax S30 on that.
Yeah.
And that'll handle like a fucking baby on fucking silk.
I think like the Batlax, I can't remember the model number. I think it originally had a 20, moved up to a 21 on the front. Probably the 20, 21 on the rear as well, the Batlax. Obviously, going back a few years now, mine. You know? I remember on the ZX
I can't remember if it was the 21 or the 23 was crap. I think it was the 23 was crap and everybody had gone back to the 21s.
Yeah, 21 was a good try. 21 was a good boot, mate.
It was a good one. So the 23s are crap then.
Yeah.
But I ended up on the ZZR, I had the T31s.
Yeah.
And on the XJR, I had the T30s.
Yeah.
And they were brilliant cars.
What did I have on the ZX12R? I had the.
You have Pirellis on that?
I had the Pirellis, didn't I?
Yeah.
Bloody good tyres, actually. I went down to standard Pirellis on that for the road. I'm trying to remember the tyre I had on there. What? Jesus Christ, what the hell was it now? And a much softer compound tyre on the front.
Do you have the Diablo Corsa?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The Pirelli. I think I went back to standard Pirelli Diablo. I think the Corsas. I had a Corsa 3 on the front end. I think.
You're on terms of T's, Nita.
Yeah, you're being called, Nita. You're being called. Hey, Kenny's wanting you to graft in your kitchen.
It's your turn to make the cuppa, apparently.
Yeah.
Give him a slap. Give him a slap live.
Chris. Yeah, let's just say.
I just saw that.
21s, yeah, I love the 21s I had on the ZZR 11, the B5, D5, sorry.
Yeah.
All except the PTO 23 GT on the FGR. Well, that's obviously that bigger touring bike she's got at the FGR.
Yeah.
So I understand that tyre selection, to be honest.
Yeah, the T and the S is basically a sports version and a touring version of the same tyre. You get slightly different compound, but if I remember rightly, the actual tread patterns are the same on both.
Yeah.
But I've never had a problem with Bridgestones.
You know what? Do you know what?
Believe it or not, I use the BT 21S on my cruiser.
Yeah.
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 Sorry, the 21S on the cruiser. They stick like glue.
Yeah. Oh, do you know? I find the handling. Some people said to me, "You Weggy, you probably won't enjoy it with that." ZZR, but I'll tell you what, I never had a problem with it. And they said to me, depending on the model, you could suffer a little bit of vagueness on the front end. But yeah, again, with the 21s or even the 20, I'd never had none of that. To be honest.
No. I think the only time that I had anything was when I first put them on the 1400. They were a little bit, certainly the rear was a little bit prone to spinning up if I wound it up.
Yeah.
But I just dropped 2 PSI and that stopped all that.
What sort of pressures do you run in your ZZR 1400 pressure?
42, I believe. I think it was I think it's 42 front and back, and I ended up dropping on the blue one when I first got it. I dropped it down to a 40. I'll soon tell you because I got it written down. Because I'm always forgetting what fucking size tire or which tires have what.
My ZX12R, Chris.
Yeah.
My ZX12R was 42 front and rear, right?
Yeah.
And that, you know, that was absolutely spot on with them tires. And the ZZR11, I was running, I think it's 42 on the rear, and I used to run 38 on the front.
Yeah. Right. So I've just had a look on what I'd saved it at. 42 front, 42 rear. And then I dropped the rear down to a 40, which stopped it breaking away. Now, I have heard that people had dropped the front down to 40 as well.
Right.
But I found it was fine. I suppose it depends on how heavy you are, how hard you ride the bike, and how hard you throw it into a corner.
Exactly, yeah. Hey, Chris, there's another thing. On the ZX12R,
Yeah.
the original tyre size was 200 section.
Yeah.
And the handler, the handler was fine. A lot of people love that great big 200 section tyre, which is obviously what Andy's got on the back of the B King I've just read down here.
Yeah.
Now, the trouble is with the 200 section rear tyre, there weren't that many different brands about, you know.
No,
So,
you're pretty much sort of that now. That's,
yeah, just to sharpen up the handle a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to sharpen up the handle. The obvious step was to step it down to a 190. You know, and that was
You can drop them down to a 190, but it does change the profile of the tyre slightly, which means they corner slightly differently. The most common thing is people going up to a 200 when they should only have a 190, and that stretches the body of the tyre out too far and squares it off.
Yeah.
The going the other way tends to make a bit more of a point in the middle, so you don't get such a wide wear patch. If, for example, if you did motorway miles all the time, you'd probably have 2.5 inch strip down the middle where it would wear quickest. But if you go from a 200 down to a 190, you reduce that by about half an inch to an inch.
Yeah.
But the ZZR I've got now, that's got a 200 rear in it.
Is it really?
Yeah. And I've got to say, I have never had a bike with Michelin tyres in.
Right.
Tell a lie, I have. But never had a bike with road tyres for Michelin's, because the Varadero had Michelin Anarchies, so they were like a 50-50 tyre. But for the first time I've ever had Michelin road tyres, and I'm really impressed how well it sticks to the road.
Yeah,
it's really impressed me.
I used to use a lot of Michelin tyres on my Kawasaki's years ago.
Yeah,
like you know the old GPZ 1100s, the B1, the B2, and my Lawson replica. They were all Michelin tyres on there. Bloody good tyres in the day. Can't remember what the model was, but.
Do you know, for the
Who's
life
got
of
the
me,
air dryer on?
That's Nita's kettle, I think. For the life of me, I couldn't tell you what tyres I've got on my bike. I wouldn't have a clue. Isn't that weird?
You're lucky, Pete. You got them black round ones.
Yeah, they're round and they're black.
You have to watch them ones though, because if you get a puncture, they go flat at the bottom.
Yeah, but only at the bottom.
Yeah.
So that's all right. The rest of the tyre will be fine. No, I haven't got a clue. I have to go and have a nose tomorrow morning and have a look. I've never experimented with tyres, I must admit.
I had to change the rear. Fucking hell, I can't remember. 8 weeks ago. And if the front had needed changing, then I probably would have gone to Battle Axes. But the front was all right. So rather than just chuck the front away for no reason, I just stayed with the Michelins. So it's got a Pilot 3 on the front, which apparently they don't make anymore, and a Pilot 4 on the back, but they are compatible.
Yeah.
And the 4s are apparently better than the 5.
So do people tend to play around with their tyres a lot then? keep sort of chopping and changing.
Some do, yeah. You'll get some people that want it's like the chicken strips. It's not cool to have
veggie
chicken strips, but it's not cool to have a 170 rear when you can put a 190 in it and stuff like that. But it does change the handling of the bike, and if you go too much, it pulls the tire right out of shape to keep it on the rim. So you're better off going with what they recommend. I mean, they're designed to run on a specific size tire to give longevity and safety. And if you go fucking with it, you might be lucky and get away with it for a bit. You might not.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine putting a different size tyre on it.
A lot of it depends on how you ride as well.
Yeah.
So if you're just cruising around, you can
If
a lot harder tyre.
If you've got a little Honda Cub and you put a slightly bigger tyre in it, you ain't going to notice it, in fairness. If you put the wrong size tyre on a superbike, you'll probably get away with it. Again, like Carl says, depends how you ride it. I mean, I remember not long after I got my first 1400, I stuck it into a corner so hard that I went off the edge of the fucking tyre and I had the rear foot peg dragging on the floor.
Shit.
I managed. I thought I was coming off. Somehow or other, I got it back up. But yeah, it fucking when you can see the fucking rear wheel coming round the side, and you're looking over your shoulder, thinking, "Oh fuck." Speedway on the fucking ZZR ain't that good.
Prescribed method.
You soon work out actually how strong your fucking gluteus maximus are.
The thing is with tyres, the thing is when you go to when you pick up a new motorcycle, it's best to try and get some feedback, especially if look at the reviews on the tyres that are right for the bike. Get the reviews back to the people who've owned it. And of course you can make your own mind up. I mean, it's like the pilots. On most motorcycles, the pilots are probably the most prolific and best tyre that you can buy, depending on the model of the bike.
Yeah.
But I've always been a fan of, going back to old school. I mean, Pirellis, Avon. I used to have Avon Roadrunners years ago.
Yeah.
AM20s, the AM21s. Thank you.
Well, the guy I get my tyres from, he's sound as a pound. He does bike racing. And I was saying to him, look, I said, I've never had Michelin's, and if he'd have told me they was shit, I would have put Bridgestones back on there. But he said, no, he said, they're great. So I said, obviously I can't get a Pilot 3 because they don't make them. He said, no. He said, you'll get a new old stock. He said, but I wouldn't have one. So I said, should I go for the 5 then? He said, no, go for the 4. He said he knows loads of people that went from the 4 to the 5 and then they've gone back to the 4 because they handle better.
It's amazing, really, isn't it?
I know Peter's just said to me, I'm going to ask Peter a question.
Oh, well, here we go.
Peter's got the RF 900 Suzuki, right? So
No, you can't have it for 500 quid.
I don't want it for 500. I'll give you 450. I'll give you 500 quid. Right?
Fuck off.
Right, the simple fact of the matter is Peter's got this bike and he probably thinks it's a Yamaha XT 500, but it's got RF 900 down the side of it, right?
Yeah.
And the simple fact of the matter is, Peter, if I ask you a question, what size tyres are on that bike?
I don't know. Without looking at it, I wouldn't know.
I had to guess, right? The RF 900 really, as far as I'm concerned, really should have a 180 section in the back of it and probably a 120 on the front, right?
Yeah.
That's my guess.
I'd say that.
I'll go and check
Yeah,
if you want.
120, 17, 170, 180, 17 on the rear.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go and check.
I think the RF.
No need. I'll Google it. Save you running.
It's all right. My garage is nowhere near as far as Cole's is. It's only literally attached to the house. It wouldn't take me an hour and a half to get there.
Yeah.
So they took 10 minutes. What
Right, front tyre. So we're both right there. A 120, 70, 17. Rear tyre.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm spot on. A 170, 60.
Is that really? It's a 170 on the back of the RF.
Yeah. If I remember rightly, my XJR had a 170 on it.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Well, I know most XJRs are about, well, as far as I know, the ones that I've known have got a 180 section on the back.
I think I went up to a 180 after what we were talking about. But when you think about it, the difference between a 170 and a 180 or a 180 and a 190, it's only really the difference of your little finger, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all it is, mate. That surprises me, that. I would have thought Suzuki, especially the RF900, would have been at least a 180 section as a standard, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know. But there you go. I mean, it's not an underpowered motorcycle anyway, what it's got, the RF900.
Oh, fucking hell, no. What was it, 160, 165 brake horse?
Oh, no, so it's about 125. About 125 horsepower, Peter's bike, the 900F. I'll tell you what.
Its top speed's about 165, isn't it?
The top speed's
I knew it had
165.
165 been made for something.
Yeah, top speed's reputably 165. I think the horsepower is about 123. I think it was. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Around that. And 0 to 60 is
how fast you gone, Pete?
3.1. I've been over 55.
Have you?
Yeah. The quickest I've had so far is just shy.
You don't have to say what road it's on.
Oh, I won't. It's a private road, of course. It was about it was just about 127-ish, I suppose, because it was over 125, but it didn't quite hit 130. And at that point, I thought, I'm going to run out of road. I better slow down.
Yeah.
I tell you
118 brake horse.
118, is she? Oh, what are you laughing at, Nate?
Top speed 160.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
I'm not smoking here. This is all decorated. What do I want to smoke in here for? I might as well go in the kitchen and have a smoke. I don't want one smoking here. Smoking. Brand new ceiling. Right. See?
Ooh. Ooh, wiggy handbags.
No, just
I've given up smoking, so nobody else can smoke in here.
I don't smoke. Smoking atmosphere. Anyway, Nita, I'll just sort of say, speaking to Nita the other night, she did, in a typical Nita style, advertise her motorcycle. Nita is actually looking to sell a Yamaha Virago 535.
Oh, I remember I seen it. You was after a Honda, weren't you, Nita?
Yeah, I'm not worried. 250 or 400 max. Weight wise, CC wise. Sorry, I'll get it right in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sit there smiling, Wiggy.
Hey,
What?
Nita. Now, Nita, tell me, are you looking for one of those wet dream things?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Right, Chris.
Wet dreams.
No, not him. Him.
Ah,
Kenny knows what I'm on about. You know, Nita.
Yeah,
The Honda Wet Dream.
You know about the Honda Wet Dream. You know that. You know that particular motorcycle.
No, there is.
I used to love that bike.
Yeah, I understand you liking it.
Peter.
What?
Well, that was a 250 and a 400.
250 and a 400.
I like.
Up to a 400.
Yeah.
Yep. You get on a 400 Wet Dream, they're worth a bit.
That's it, exactly what it was. You had the Honda 250N Wet Dream, Nita, and you had the Honda 400N Wet Dream Deluxe.
Yeah.
I'm not
A deluxe wet dream.
I'm not falling for it.
Hang on.
No, that's true. Actually, Nita, it's true, sweetheart.
No, I'm not falling
I
for
used to have a poster on the wall when I was a kid.
it. Definitely not falling for it, Peter.
Yeah, that's why my wrist still hasn't healed.
No, seriously, Nita, the actual bike was called, They got the name Wet Dream because the 250 was actually probably less powerful than the Wet Dream, to be honest with you. Right? The Honda 250 Super Dream was a popular motorcycle that was so very heavy and underpowered, whereas the 400N was a much better motorcycle.
There you go, Nita.
There you go, Nita. Oh, look. That's the Wet Dream.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the
Identical
weirdest-
looking bike with a 250 or a 400.
Do you know,
Yeah.
the laugh of
Right.
it is, when I used to absolutely love those
Any make
bikes,
of
it was
bikes.
purely the wheels I loved. I don't know why. I absolutely loved the wheels.
Comstars,
Anyway.
weren't they?
Yeah.
They were typical Honda Comstar wheels at the time, actually.
Anyway, Nate,
Oh.
what ideas have you got? Anything?
Kenny's just answered a C90. She wants a C90. Have a look at the
Hey,
bottom,
Kenny.
Ella.
See,
My
nice.
husband can take a walk. Right. I want a nice bike, not a racer. I don't want a racer. Nice bike.
So,
from 250.
so a C90.
No.
Yeah.
No. Definitely not.
Go for a
Oh, I
walk.
know what you would like. How about a nice Honda 404?
I want
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be too heavy for her, mate, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but nice and low. I'm guessing you're not the tallest of
No.
people, Nita.
No, I'm not. I'm bite size.
Oh, I've not heard that one.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
No wonder Kenny smiles.
Nah.
Don't like that.
Think of a bike that-
Nah. Don't like
Yeah.
it.
Nah.
Oh, two of them, Nita.
You didn't say you was going to be fucking fussy.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I
Go for
am.
a walk, Enfield meter.
Right.
What about a Honda Rebel? A little Honda Rebel 500.
She don't want a 900,
That'll
babe.
be all right.
She wants a 250 or 400.
Rebel's
Yeah.
a nice bike.
Yeah.
It's quite
Good.
low as
You can
well.
get 400s, can't you? No.
No,
Rebel's a 500.
The picture.
yeah, it's a 500, but it's not that powerful.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, I know.
Go off,
Can't
Hondas.
find it,
Go
you
for
know,
something else.
You have a RX 550.
What?
A Yamaha XJ 550. They're a lovely little bike. Yeah, I
What's
know.
that one,
Kenny
Chris?
wants one.
It's a CB 500.
Is it? It's got
Yeah.
a tank on it, isn't it?
Hey, Nita,
My Yamaha.
would you have something? That,
What?
would you have something that Kenny? Would you have something that Kenny used to have? The Diversion. He had the Diversion 600, didn't he, Kenny? Remember?
No. I
You
know
wouldn't,
what
what?
I did like that he did have was a 450 custom Honda. That was a nice bike.
So you're looking for
Really?
more
But that
like a
was fucking
cruiser
heavy.
type style. A cruiser type look.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Kawasaki used to make a 450 limited twin. Yeah,
So,
yeah. There's an old water cooler. It's like it's like what's that? What's that 500
That's
they
nice,
made? GPZ 500.
There you
It's,
go.
I think,
That's a CB 450.
oh,
Yeah.
Chris, can you blow that up for me? Because I can't see it properly.
yeah,
Well, we talk.
yeah. CM 250.
No, it won't get any bigger.
Really, honey.
Doing a blowjob.
Yeah, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I know.
He's not very good at blowjobs, Nita, obviously.
I need that. See, to be honest, I mean that's. I think if I'm right, it's
Go up a
CM
bit.
250, right?
Across
CM
the
250 Honda.
I'm going all around the
400.
bike. Just be patient.
Okay.
How much is that going for, Chris?
£7.50.
Was that the
That's a
poster?
toy.
That's not on eBay. That's just.
A picture.
Let's have a look.
See, Kenny's
Oh.
looked at it.
Oh,
Not being funny, mate.
Yeah.
I don't think 250cc is not going to be big enough for you.
No.
I don't think it will be. I think it's too small. Well, I think maybe she's going to ride it. I mean, Nita doesn't ride that often.
My Yam is too heavy. It's top end.
Yeah, I know it is. What's Kenny suggesting? I mean, Kenny could have come on here and suggested something, didn't he?
Well, don't even go there. I'm not getting into an argument.
Right?
This is a happy hour.
Well, I think Kenny should come on.
Right, give me a
Domestic.
second and I'll pass him the bloody phone. Hang on.
Oh!
What sort of money do you want to spend, Nita?
Sorry, what? I've got
What sort of money?
first, Chris. I'll pass you to
Yeah.
him.
Nita,
Yes. What?
would you offer your bike up for a swap for a decent 400cc bike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just thinking, really, to be honest with you, see, we're obviously we were talking old school bikes here. See, that's lovely, that Chris. I like that. I don't think it's
Yeah.
too neat though.
I'm thinking of the height. That's 510 quid at the moment.
See, Nita used to have the EN. Is it the ER 500 or whatever it is? What did you have?
Oh, old man bladder.
I know, Nick, you had the 500 Kawasaki. What was it?
Who, me?
Yeah. You had a 500 Quack, didn't you?
Hang on, I lost Kenny. I've lost my plot. Kenny.
That's ER5, wasn't it?
I think so.
So,
Yeah.
Get that up on there.
right, you go in the kitchen. Go in the kitchen, plug it in.
What?
Yeah.
Now, here we go. Oh, I don't
Hey, you fucking do as you're told, Kenny.
Yeah, I know. You just told me to plug it in, but plug it into what?
A plug.
Plug it into the oven and see what she does.
Bang. Hang on, on the orifice.
I think that shocked Kenny. I think he's looking too surprised to be live.
Right, I used to have a CM 450 California Custom 1981.
Yeah.
Some prat tried to nick it out of my back garden one night, and that took 3 of us to pick the bloody thing up.
Yeah.
So I said,
That wouldn't be
"Hey, old
no
boy,
good for Nita then.
No, but I taught her how to do figure of eights and U's on it before she passed the test.
All right,
Yeah.
that's cool.
But then that was a
Kenny.
long while ago.
Was Nita's bike before the 535? Was that the EN 500?
No, she had an ER 500 twin.
ER 500.
What I got
Yeah,
from
the
Lowe's,
ER.
That's right. Yeah.
But
Little twin.
she never really used it in anger.
No. Right.
But then when I got my second half of the pension through, I
Yeah.
bought my 750 and her 535.
Right.
But there you go.
Yeah. I just wondered, mate. That's all.
So like that then.
What is it?
Yeah, that's a CB, isn't it?
No, that's the ER.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because really what she wanted was an EN 500 or something, the cruiser
Just wants
version.
to stick to the custom.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
See
I
what
know.
we get.
See, we're talking about Nita in here, but Kenny's looking at getting a different bike anyway. What's that called?
Yeah. Well, you probably won't like this, but I found a 1200S trike.
Yeah. What's the matter with that?
GS
What's
1200S that's marked up at for 4250 at the minute,
Really?
Nice.
and also a 650 drag staff.
Oh, right.
half
Yeah.
grand.
Hello, send a link through the thingy. That's
So
all
that
right.
one, Kenny. That's fucking thing.
Looks-
Hey, you don't want to go for a trike anyway, do you, Kenny? I thought you stick to the 2 wheels.
Well,
That's the,
because of me weight.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's the EN 500. That one, by the way.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm dying for a fact.
what I do if I see a nice bike, I Google the specs.
Mm.
Yeah.
The RF 900 is 10 kilo lighter than my 750.
Yeah.
Wet.
Really?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
saying that, a ZR 900R or 900S is lighter than the 900 Suzuki.
What about that?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
See, what's that one there you got there, Chris?
That's the EN 500.
That's nice.
And 500, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 1,550 quid, all best offer.
The ends
Not
up
bad, is
too
it?
bad bikes.
No, and it's in the Midlands, Newcastle under Lyme.
Yeah. Well, the Suzuki's up in Nottingham, and the Dragstar is up in Yarmouth.
Yeah.
That's a nice old tank on it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a nice colour, that one. Blue
Yeah.
and silver.
Yeah.
That is nice, isn't it?
I like that.
I've got to
Tell you what,
admit, I'm not into custom bikes, but I do like the look of that.
no, I'm not into custom bikes. But I'll tell you what, I think one of the nicest custom bikes, there's previous years now, obviously, when they made the GS 550, do you remember the GS 550 custom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lovely, lovely little bike. And they used to make a smaller version, the GS 250T as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
And I remember they used to have the XS, Yamaha, the XS 250 used to have the custom, didn't they, as well, remember? And
Yeah.
Honda with the CM, I believe.
Yeah, it's about Kawasaki had the LTD, didn't they?
Yamaha. Hey. They did. The limited, they had they had two actually. They had the single, didn't they? They had a single cylinder and they had the twin. If I remember rightly.
Yeah, I only remember the
little
I only
thumper
remember
bin.
the single. Yeah, I remember I don't remember the twin. But then I was never a huge fan of it, so
Yeah. Oh. No. Yeah, I like the GS5. Yeah, the GS 550L. Lovely little bike.
Yeah.
I know I think she's still got it. Kat has got a 550 Katana. Right, at the
Did
moment.
Kawasaki do a 554
And
as well?
the GS 550L, I know my mate had one. That was a lovely bike. Yes, they did, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. And that was a limited. 554 limited as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only trouble is, I like
Yes,
there were
yes, mate.
4 and
Yeah, 'cause the limited,
one.
No. That's like Richard Sadler, Kenny. Richard Sadler's got that Kawasaki Z1000.
Yeah, that's a
In his
Mark,
shed.
that's one of the Mark 1s, isn't it?
Kenny, ask
Yeah,
Nita which
Mark
one
one,
she
mate.
says, because she's put down for, I'm guessing, because it says it's from you, I'm guessing it's from Nita. She said she likes it very much. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
One with the blue and silver.
Thought you were trying to get online, missus.
That was the one with the EN, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like the red one and like the blue and silver.
Yeah. That one. Come on, you bugger.
That's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the EN 500 Vulcan, 1992.
Yeah.
That's from the.
Nice.
That's a bit like the 450 I had. Is that a water cool, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looks it. Hang on. Just trying to blow the picture up.
I think that one might be oil.
Yeah, look,
Oh, it's definitely water, isn't it? It's too big.
Yeah, it
for
looks
an
like a. Doesn't look like an oil cooler.
No, it's too big for an oil cooler, isn't it?
Oh no, it's definitely a water rad because there's a I found a filler cap now. It's difficult when I'm looking at the back of the picture.
Yeah. Kat was saying her cat is all restored. I thought it was anyway. I used to get some carb problems with it once upon a time. Very nice bike. Nice bike, the old Katana 5.5. I like that old GS 550 lump. It's me. I know Kenny's been talking about you spotted the old 550 Suzuki, Kenny.
yeah, I like the old 2-stroke twin.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Petrol in the tank, oil on the tank on the side.
Yeah.
Four tankfuls of jungle juice to 1 tank of oil. Because that used to self mix in the carburetors.
Right, hold on, mate. I'm listening. I think your other half wants a link to join.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just.
You send it through, Chris, eh?
I think she wanted the link for the bike. Give me. I'll do both.
What's it? Is she?
I think she's going to buy this bike, Kenny, whether you like it or not.
If I had the money, mate, I wouldn't hesitate.
She just said, please send me the StreamYard link on Kenny Facebook.
All right.
She don't make life easy, does she, Kenny?
What women do.
Come on, you fucker.
Yeah.
Chris, no.
She ain't that
Um,
Gordon's only we're seeing Gordon's 650 Vulcan up at sports bike shop when we went up there. They are low seat. They're good, nice bikes, actually.
Yeah.
Old Vulcan, 650 Vulcan. That would have done. That would have done neater, all right. Not bad bikes, are they, Carl?
No, nice bikes. I wouldn't mind one.
No.
I must admit, this is what I fell in love with because I've been being nosy. I don't know if you can see that. I actually fallen in love with this.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah. It's a Honda Shadow.
Oh, right.
VT750 Shadow.
Oh, 750.
Yeah, I just can't get into the custom bikes.
It's not custom bikes, man. It's cruiser.
Well, not custom bikes, cruisers. I can't get into the cruisers, man. Just not interested in the slightest. And it's the same with the adventure bikes. I'm not into them either.
Yeah. Have you ever ride on an adventure bike or a cruiser?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Both, mate. Yeah, both. Just not my cup of tea, Carl. The same as riding the Fireblade's not my cup of tea either. You know.
You're all right until you throw them into a corner, Weggy. Then you get the fucking bum slapper.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Which I got coming home.
What bikes we like.
Coming home from Mildenhall.
Yeah. My bikes are the old school Japanese, mate. Simple as. Like the big naked bikes, really, to be honest with you. They're
I
my bikes.
must admit, I'd love to have that Shadow.
She's gone again.
It'd be as well as the RF. Do you know what I mean?
Hello.
Be nice to have two of them.
She's in.
We've got an echo.
Yeah.
Hello, Nita.
Turn your telly off. I've got to admit, knowing the medical situation that I'm going to be in over the next 12 months, my plan is to get me a project bike.
Yeah.
Because if I can't ride it, I can spend a year doing it up.
Yeah.
And then I can do it. Once I've done it, I can flog it and.
Give me money.
But yeah, get me money back and.
Well, better still, Chris, buy a barn bug and take the roof off.
Sorry, Kenny, buy a what?
Barn bug and take the roof off.
Yeah.
Let's keep things warm.
My old teacher had one of those.
Lovely.
I think I'm going to have to mute one of Kenny or Chuckles. That's it.
Was it Chuckles?
Mute you. Sorry. We can't hear you.
The bird.
I've muted you.
It's the bird.
Put the blanket over it.
Oh, bloody hell. Shut the door.
At least you can do what you want now, Kenny. She can't see. Oh, hold on.
No, she can see. She just can't hear.
Oh, she can. She's got
Let's try and muting now then.
Is that better?
Any better?
Right now. Hello, what's Weggy up to?
Weggy, what app are you using for that?
That's the faces he makes when he wakes up in the morning.
Yeah, that one's funny as hell. That's one of the Snapchat filters. And that's just funny. It's just give you that. Yeah, Snapchat, yeah. Just give you a stupid voice. It's like a guy I mean, I know there's a guy who does a load of videos with his other half, and he's always using that app. And I tell you what, the stuff he moans about shopping, he moans about everything. And when he uses that app, it's as funny as hell to watch. It really is. Kenny, what the hell are you wearing?
My t-shirt.
Oh, mate, Jesus Christ. I wonder what the hell that was. It's one of your classic Kenny T-shirts, isn't it?
Yes, mate.
Yeah, lovely.
I thought he had an apron on.
Yeah, I'm trying to suss out where Kenny is, because obviously he's downstairs next to the third, right?
I'm in the
He's
kitchen.
in the kitchen.
You're in the kitchen, Kenny, are you?
Yes, mate, yeah.
Got the tea
Oh,
on.
get the tea on.
I've got my
in the
tea,
kitchen parties.
and I've also got her tea. So she's kicked me out of the front room where the big TV is. And put me in the kitchen. Oh, sorry, I'll sit here. I'll stand here and drink my tea.
How many fucking cups do you want?
I am not going to show you the sink, Chris, because it's piled up.
All right.
Henry Cole style. Do you ever run into this box to see what goodies we can find?
You'll have to get her out, mate. They get married in white for a fucking reason. It's so that they match up with all the other domestic appliances.
Yeah, we're over there.
So how are you
That's me in the ship with all the fucking women again.
Yeah, how are you still married, man?
I love you really, Nita.
Oh, that's absolutely classic. I love it. I tell you what, if I ever get married for a third time, I'm going to use that on my wedding day.
Yeah. I'll tell you the other one to use then, Pete. Hey? The other one is what the other one is what have women got in common with washing machines?
Yeah.
They both drip when they're fucked.
Hey, Peter. Check my boy page.
That is so fucking wrong.
That is wrong.
That
That's
looks
wrong
like
in
a
every
cum
way.
dump, doesn't it?
Be cheerful in that picture.
Oh, fucking hell.
All these people make out of grumpy
Glasses.
I've got to get this snatch slap.
Right, hang on.
Yes,
right.
yes.
I better do the decent thing, and you know.
Peter, I'll tell you what.
You got to fill it up again.
I'm trying to see if I can do it. I'll see if I can do another one. All right. I'll do one live. Yeah.
Here we go to my tobacco place.
Do I get it?
No, man.
Oh, I ain't fucking doing it live. I'll have to have a play with
Kenny
it.
pulled it tall.
Ken, where's mine? Come on, Ken, where's mine?
Kenny, put the wood in. Kenny, put the wood in your hole. Shut the door, lad.
Where's it going?
Yeah, that's Jack.
That's her sorted. She'll be quiet.
Did you get the? I think he was trying to make a point there. Do you think?
Yeah.
She's got her back in her tea. She'll be quiet for a little while now.
I doubt she'll be. No need to. I doubt she'll be quiet.
Yeah. Definitely not.
Past her bedtime. She'll be upstairs out of the way this time of night.
No, too much information, Ken. Oh, Wedgie's gone.
Yeah.
Wedgie's lost.
That's her own.
No, he's back.
Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, these people in, most of them, you know, they're fucking weirdos who put these together.
Yeah.
You've only just noticed.
Oh,
The only
No,
thing
I'm
is
talking about
they're
these
fucking rich weirdos now.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they are, mate. These filters. They're my filter. My main
What
filter's
you trying to do,
gone.
Eddie? Open the packet of crisps?
Yeah, where's my main filter?
I don't know.
Where
I'm
you lost
crap
his
with
filter.
Snapchat.
Carry
Carry
not
on the
news.
count.
Peter's up to something.
Who?
You.
Me? No! Both hands are here, I promise.
Apart from one of them looks good. Yeah.
And trust me, my eyesight is not that good.
I'll find it. I can't
Oh,
find
really?
it.
Oh, poor old
dear.
Rick's going to have a strop now. He can't find his Snapchat. What the hell is that?
That weren't me.
No, it was me.
Being quiet. Who said you was on your own? Carl, how's your week been?
That's the best you can get. See, this is how weird these people are, right? They just want blokes to all turn to the women. Look.
What the hell?
Lovely.
Oh, I'm fucked. I
Okay.
found them.
What the fucking hell was that? That's rubbish. Hey, mate.
Found one with a monkey.
The faggots. What?
Okay, Alan.
What? What?
What fucking
Oh, seriously? Seriously, did you have to do that?
She hasn't farted again, has she?
Chuckle, 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 right? You might as well put that on screen.
I've not done nothing. No.
What the hell was that?
What the hell?
Oh my god.
No, seriously. Yeah, the bike. I'll tell you what, we were having a real good motorcycle chat, right?
Well, carry on
Where's it
then.
all gone?
Carry on.
So,
Bike goes completely out the window. Who the hell is that? Right.
Oh, I think let me go.
Ken, bring some. Kenny, we need you to bring some blooming sanity to this. Can I ask a question? Why is Kenny Chuckles and why is Chuckles Kenny? Is there something you two haven't told us?
Yeah. It's not roles. Oh dear.
Well, I look the bloody same, for Christ's sake.
Hello, the pussy's
Oh, you know, it goes from bad to worse.
How the hell do you use this stupid thing?
Oh dear. Oh my
Guys, guys, what's occurring?
Yeah,
Huh?
that's it. Everyone's fucking Snapchatted now.
Yeah. That's a
Oh,
nice screen. I'm
It's
glad.
break ready.
What?
What the hell?
Uh,
I've got half naked people on here.
Screen. Oh, look, yeah. They've got. Oh,
So-
We're gonna do.
Right, anyway, it's not
Neater.
that bullshit.
Did you like that bike then?
I like three of them. I like the red one, the blue and silver, and the black one.
That blue and silver one was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
I reckon you'll get that for 1,200 quid.
You reckon I've got to say?
I think you better put it back up again, Chris. I think she missed it.
No, I didn't miss it. I saw it.
I've got to find it again now.
Hey, Nina.
What?
Nina.
What?
While I'm sitting here, right, trying to hold a decent conversation about motorcycles to these gentlemen and your dear self, right, I've had a load of snap twats taken to me from behind the camera, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a nice one.
that's nice.
I don't understand this. Oh, this
Oh,
is
it's
a load of
nice.
crap anyway.
I can hear a lot of tapping.
Uninstall. That's gone.
No, it says there the geezer's got 5 bikes and it's got to go.
Yeah.
He's got 5 bikes.
5.
Yeah.
15.50 or best offer. I reckon you'll get that for 1,200 quid.
Yeah, I've got to sell mine first, though, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which one's that, Chris?
That was the EN. Oh, fucking hell, hang on.
Was it
EN
silver?
500 Vulcan? Yeah, silver and blue, yeah. EN
that's
500 Vulcan.
I really
1982.
like that.
I like them Falcons.
19,000 miles.
It's not done a lot for a 2 bike, is it?
It's done as nearly as many as meters. It's only done 6 miles since the MOT.
Hey, service regularly. Original bike, no modifications apart from blue LEDs illuminate the engine when running.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
It's a belt drive as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that good or bad?
New fork seals, great tyres.
There's nothing wrong with a belt drive, is there, Chris?
Well, they don't-
No, not as long as you just got to keep your eye on the belt, same as you do a chain.
Yeah.
You just don't have the crap coming off the chain, obviously, but you still have to look after the condition of the belt because they will eventually they'll start to break up, perish, and.
See what? I meant to be a bike.
Hello,
Oh,
Julie.
Julie's upset again. She's come back looking for hoping for sex, and she's getting annoyed because we're still talking bikes. Sorry, Julie. I keep trying to take them off the subject, you know, but you know what they like.
No.
Oh,
I know.
hey,
He's been on about wanting to strap a dick to me.
Boring bunch of fucks, aren't they?
Mentions.
oh dear.
Yeah, you normally go and get one of your What the fuck?
Who's that?
I think
Hello.
Dobby's gone tits up. Oh, who's ringing you, Dobby?
There's fucking Weggy.
Big Weggy ringing him, yeah.
I know he's messed up my bloody headphones. Stupid.
There we go again.
You've gone sideways now. Dobby's gone all sideways.
Yeah. Look, we got to please Julie while she's come back. What's your favourite sex toy this week, Julie?
Go and get it. Go and get it.
Really?
If you want to,
No, it's a big one.
Is it a new one?
Oh, bless.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
big.
you're looking so serious.
New?
Oh dear.
New and big? Newish.
it's looking a bit rough around the edges now. But more for a week.
You mean she's fucking worn it out already?
Yeah.
Where's
Is it what-
everybody gone?
Is it one of them?
Nah.
Oh,
Who's ringing who?
right.
It's got more CCs than my bike has.
All right.
He's on that one.
Nice.
Dear.
Yeah, so hang on.
Yes, dear.
I'm just
Right away, yeah.
Jonathan.
No.
Why are you getting threats of violence?
I don't know.
What's he not doing, Julie?
Bored and fed up and pissed off and fed up and pissed off.
That's no fun.
It isn't. No.
That's all this lockdown shit's not helping, is it?
No. No.
I'll tell you what we do. As soon as it's all over, we'll all fucking meet up somewhere and have a right good time.
Come on, party. Okay, for that.
Yeah, we'll have a party. We'll find a central point and hold a party.
Oh, yes. Definitely.
Bring a picnic.
Yeah.
Central Point. Oxford Road.
Where's Centre
That's
Point?
not central.
Well, when
You've got to bring your own toys, though, Julie.
Yeah, I will.
I won't share mine.
You really want to see what I've got, don't you?
Has it got batteries in?
No, it's got no batteries
I
in.
can see Carl from a break.
Just got the mains adapter now, innit? You can tell when she's using it, the fucking lights are dimming.
This is going to get hot.
I'll be comfortable.
That's very full.
What the hell?
What do you mean? What is it?
That was a bloody bird for a minute.
No, it's carrot.
That's got to be Weggies.
Because it's not me. What have you done?
I saw you over that old stick.
Yeah,
Twist
definitely
on
Weggy.
the
I've just
way.
muted him.
Yeah, that's all right. I thought it was mine. I thought I'd had a fucking porn channel come on behind the scenes.
Oh dear.
Hey,
Yes.
come back.
Where's Dobby gone?
I don't know. He just
He froze up for a minute, so I don't know whether he's got internet problems again.
He's feeling left
Oh, I
out.
can't. Because I'm seasick. Moist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get seasick, so you just have to go to find land somewhere.
He's a tad anti-video in his moist.
Yeah.
Right.
I suppose
It's not
if we're going to go mills for diddles with moist, we'd end up in fucking Dubai or somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, you know.
At least I'll be warm.
Well, that wouldn't bother me if you can't drink, because, you know, take it or leave it.
I'm just trying to think. I was going to say sort of Cambridge area. How far's Cambridge from you, Carl? Hour and a half?
Yeah,
Well, about an hour, yeah.
about an hour.
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half for me.
Same with us, I reckon.
It's about an
Yeah.
hour. Okay.
All round to Johnny Langton's then.
Or
You have to
Robin,
get your tits out though, Johnny.
or Rob 64.
Oh, he's up there as well, is he? Hey, we could pop in and see fucking Mackie.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's not in Cambridge anymore. He's in.
He's not far away, is he?
Oh,
Or the Cactus Twins. Pop in and see them.
yeah.
Ian and Jen would be up for a party, I'm sure.
Well, Dobby's back. Let's get him on.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Is this
Yep, he's back.
working?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. It's working.
It is now, yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, you disappeared for a bit.
That's yeah, I know. That was Reggie's fault. I keep phoning what's up. And then I lost my total connection with my blooming Bluetooth to my tablet, and I couldn't get it back, so I had to reboot. God, where is the child anyway? Where's he gone?
I think he's gone for a fag, but he don't want to have a fag with the new wallpaper. in case it
Well,
affects
why
the
don't you
skeletons.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't like the
Anyway.
stain.
Just as I was leaving, you were asking Julie what's her latest sex toy, and I missed all of that. So, what, Julie?
Well,
I don't want to miss
it's a big
that.
one. It's a big one. And it's fairly new.
You'd have seen the
And do you have to
sex
pump it up?
No,
It's just a big one.
Actually, have you seen them? Have you seen them ones you can get that strapped to your dick? So you have double penetration with one person.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's like a cock ring, but it's got a dildo on the end of the cock ring. So you've got one above the other, and you can do a double penetration on your own.
Now you know what you're doing in your spare time in the garage.
He says it so bloody casually, doesn't he?
Yeah. Kenny, I've connected mine up to the drill. Just put a disc on the end of the drill. So then I've got a cam in and out.
So that message you sent me earlier, Chris, are those supposed buffing sponges or whatever they are? They're not quite
they're nipple
really
rubs.
that.
Yeah, no, they're nipple rubs.
Okay.
Polishing
Yeah.
rings up.
Yeah.
You use the one with a hole in the middle, Pete, so you don't burn your nipple when you're polishing your ring up.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You'll
I'll
find that
remember
there's
that.
different sponges in there. There's a dead flat sponge, and there's a sponge that's got like little spikes.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one's for which now. I think the ones with the little spikes are a softer finish.
Yeah, they're the ones
okay.
Smaller ones, clitoris.
Weggy, you back with us? Is
Obviously
that
not.
come to sleep or what?
Hey,
He's fucking dozed off, look.
No, I put a post up the other day. 400 replies. My brother's just written down on here. He had his AP50 with a 70cc big bore kit on it.
Yeah.
And a 20-pound helmet from Upper Orwell Street, which was District's Motorcycle Accessories.
And she's off again.
Yeah. So while you was away, we were discussing having a bit of a meet up when all this lockdown bollocks is over, and we go for somewhere central, and we're reckoning sort of Cambridge area.
So we
thought that'd be nice.
That's what I plan to do every weekend, to be honest with you, mate. Get this cruise up and running again.
Yeah. So Johnny Langton's offered us his place. He's in Cambridge. So we can go there, pop in and visit the Cactus Twins.
Yeah. Like you say, the thing is, where we are, obviously around here, you can just about visit anybody, mate. I know Skeggy when he come on. A number of times we've been invited up to Skeggy's. You've got Johnny Langton, you've got Johnny Cactus and Jenny Cactus. Stuff again. So what my biggest thing is really is to try and get the crew together at Suffolk Andy's Hall, because obviously outside of Andy's club, I want to try and support Suffolk Andy with the club and get as many crew up there as possible on a regular basis.
Well, we can have a look of a fun night up there. We get Julie to bring that new fucking dildo she's on about. She can do a stage turn.
Do you want to see it?
I'm easy.
I'll show it
Do you know?
Carl, she's going to whack you around the head with it.
I don't think I can handle this. I'm a poor innocent Catholic boy. I can't handle all this. God, it must be big. It's taking her an ace to drag it in.
What, you got a fucking double ender or something, or what?
Look.
Whoa.
Fucking hell, Carl, that's going to make your eyes water, buddy.
I can't even see it.
Oh, it's a box.
Yeah.
Well done, Julie. That's no need to say
You'll whack him over the head with it.
Yeah, how the rest of us feel totally inadequate in one fell swoop.
No, I've got it fucking sussed. I know exactly what that is now. Every time Carl was getting a blowjob and he gets his cock and slaps it round Julie's face, she gets that out and batters him over the fucking head with it. Now you know what it's like, you cunt. Fair play, Julie. Fair play.
Oh, look, we got a little pussy.
Matt, is it Chris? Oh, dear.
Pussy Brigade.
Oh, dear God. Oh, I'm in shock. Is it supposed to be that floppy?
Have a couple of Brucey, you'll be alright.
I can't hear. Fucking Nita's pussy just moved across the camera. It was.
Yeah.
Well, we get dildo out and a pussy arrives. What do you expect?
Yeah, I know, yeah. I'll tell you what, Julius, it's a substantial tool you got there, isn't
Do you know what? I was thinking the same.
I'm intrigued. I'm actually intrigued.
Go on, Pete.
Julie, can I ask you a question?
Well,
Are they dishwasher safe? Well, I don't know.
No, I wouldn't say it was.
No.
Oh, no.
Why would you want to put it in the fucking dishwasher? But that means Julie's got to get in the dishwasher with it then. Sticks it on the front of the dishwasher and then puts it on the fucking wash cycle.
No, that's the washing machine, Chris.
Yeah, that's on fast spin though.
Yeah, washing machine, not the dishwasher.
Yeah. I don't know. You should see my fucking dishwasher. Round what?
No, not the twin tubs. You want the little round spinners from the 50s.
Yeah.
If you don't sit on them,
They break dance across the floor.
they do, don't they? So
I'm sorry.
Seriously.
I've got pictures.
Go on.
I've got pictures of Julie going like this.
Go on, Wiggy.
Hey, tell you what, hey,
You've got that blue tack to the top of it.
you can see how fucking Tyler's used to sitting on a twin tub, can't you?
Do you know what? I can always remember as a kid, we had this mad Irishman that lived next to me, and I went round to his house one day to get my ball back out of his garden. He went fucking apeshit. He picked me up, and he was hanging me over the top of the fucking twin tub, going to put me inside it.
I'll tell you what, mate,
Mental old bastard.
fucking crazy things we used to do. I mean, my old dear used to have the old twin tub, you know, and I used to get my brother to lift the lid and stick his arm in the middle of the fucking drum as it's spinning.
Yeah. I used to remember the old wooden tongs. Remember them long wooden tongs for getting it all out?
Yeah.
I used to get them round the fucking arse.
Oh, fucking hell,
And you're still smiling.
With one of them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, I've never known my mother to own a dildo. Never. I've never heard. Never seen one in the house. Right? my old girl. She probably has. Somewhere, my mother, at some point in her life.
Oh.
You know,
They're probably packed away in the candle box, Wiggy.
mate, that's probably been smacked over my stepfather's head about 15.
So now that I'm sorry, but this takes it to a complete new dimension. Thinking of your mother with one of those. My poor mother. I was just as blind as a bat. She wouldn't know what it is.
Oh yeah, that's fucking cringeworthy. I remember when I went back home after a first divorce. Right? I had to go back home, right? And the fucking noises used to come from that bedroom, man. I got used to this. Things have changed since I've been away.
Yeah, but you see, when the kids leave home, you can learn to scream.
I know, Jesus Christ.
All I remember from my parents, all I remember coming from my bedroom, my parents' bedroom, was my mum saying, "Billy, stop it, behave." That was it. I don't know what that was about. I think the tea's made was having issues. I think.
Billy, get my bra off.
Oh no. Oh no! Oh, sorry. Oh, poor old girl. She had 4 kids, so her tits must have hung down to her bloody knees. Bless her heart.
It's all right. It keeps them warm, doesn't it? Is it me or has everybody got fucking red hair tonight?
I've lost it.
Oh, it's you.
My hair's red, haven't
No.
I?
I was going to say yours has got a very red, not orange, not orange red, red.
Yeah.
Nita's is looking darker than normal.
But this
Weggy's-
is my natural colour anyway.
Weggy's has got a red beard. Kenny's got a red beard.
What?
I think it might be my fucking laptop settings. I'm still
I
on.
think you better change your settings.
Yeah, I think I'm still on porn mode. Hang on.
Yeah. My
My
hair's silver.
Yeah, your hair's silver.
Yeah.
Mine's blonde,
Sort of.
bouncy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think yours is more fucking tabby, isn't it?
Quick, that's what you call honey blonde, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's Reggie doing?
I never knew your hair was long.
Huh?
Who are you calling a cunt, you cunt?
You can't.
You can't do that.
What do you expect him to say back? Well, you fucking stupid fucking cunt. Well, I don't expect him to do it. But I can't come back with you fucking cunt.
I've not heard that for ages. That's Pete and Dudley, isn't it? I know who put that on as well. That'd be Weggy.
Oh, go on. That's the only time he's quiet, isn't it, when he's putting something on?
Oh, fucking Tyler.
Hmm?
I'll tell you what.
Carl, don't you look different without your glasses?
I can see a splinter on your shoulder.
Clear it up,
I
mate.
don't know,
Yeah,
I can't see.
shut up, mate. Go ahead. Do that.
What's Weggy saying?
I don't know. He keeps breaking up.
Yeah. What were you saying, Weggy?
Huh?
What were you saying?
Fuck all, I'm tired now.
You know, what is the time? Oh, fuck me. It's 11:45.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's nearly bedtime.
Yeah.
Right, Jim.
Oh, I love you so, especially in your nightie. When the moonlight clips across your tits, oh, Jesus Christ almighty.
No. sea shanties are coming out.
Yeah.
Do you know, all I can say is that I think it's a good job St Clement's Hospital was shut, because otherwise where'd you be there?
Well, you're out of fucking.
Yeah, well, I live there anyway, so that's all right.
You've got your own car park space, haven't you, Pete?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, sure I have.
You got all them little blue three-wheelers.
Yeah. Night, Julie. Take care, darling.
And you take care. Mwah.
Night, Julie.
Bye-bye.
Night, Julie.
Yeah, I'm chucking the dildo around.
Enjoy.
Yeah. I'll have another playing off now.
Oh dear. Bless.
Right, I think I'm going to go to bed as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I shall.
Gentlemen.
Lovely speaking to everybody.
No, it's been fantastic. It's been fantastic.
Nice seeing
crack.
you all.
Yeah.
What a splendid evening it was.
Catch you all next
Thank
week.
you very much.
Look after yourself, Chris, and I'll speak to you.
Yeah, and you guys.
All right, all.
Who we got left over here? Mice, Johnny, everybody else,
Night,
Stitch.
nice, Johnny.
Bye.
Right, I'm going to end it now.
Bye.
Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.